Right, now you can see and hopefully hear me. We're doing things here from the Art and Chaos Project. We're doing things here from NaNoCon, and hopefully I'll have somebody stop by and say hello for the morning show with any luck. We will see. Let me see who we've got in the chat there. Awesome sauce. Apostate, Ambushed Apostate, thank you for joining us this morning. Um, and Bomb Poppy, man, you guys are awesome. So hopefully I'll have someone come by here in a minute and we'll do some hanging out. Now, I would turn the camera around and point at everybody, but not everybody wants to be on camera, so just got to be careful about that sort of thing. So far, I've had the opportunity to meet Seth Andrews and Dan Barker. Well, wonderful experience. Both of them were fantastic, and so hopefully, and I got to do stand-up comedy last night. I wasn't as good as I wanted to be. Now, if you're a regular watcher of the show, you know that I usually get up at like 2 in the morning. Yesterday was no different, except for instead of getting to nap, I was on the plane and all that. So by the time I got to do my stand-up was 9:30 at night. Chad.
Oh yeah.
Live?
Sure.
You want to say hi?
Absolutely.
We've got a really weak signal here, but we're here and we're going, and hopefully people be able to. This is Chad Harris.
Hi everybody.
Chad Harris. So this is a morning show, Daily Atheist Morning Show. Do you know we do that, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. And so
as of last night.
yeah. So we got to be on the stage. I got to share the stage with this guy last night. It was a lot of fun. I'm also recording it because the stream is not really good. So I may drop it on my channel.
Yeah. That's cool.
And I'll send you some hate mail.
So how's my hair?
Oh, it looks fantastic. Fantastic. You should have seen me a couple of weeks ago, man. My hair was out like this. I look like a Cocker Spaniel. I really did. What are you thinking about NaNoCon so far? How you like it?
It is amazing. This is actually my second time here. The first time was at the previous NaNoCon in 2022. And I mean, you know, I feel like it's gotten even bigger. I feel like there's even more of a community feel here. And, you know, yesterday was just the first day. It was kind of a freebie and everything. You didn't even have to have a ticket to get in. And it was so much fun. Just, you know, the even smaller crowd that came the first day. Today is the main day. I can't wait to see what's going to happen because, like, so many people are already lighting up, you know, get their badges and everything. And, yeah, I mean, I'm a chronic extrovert, so being around my people just gives me all kind of energy. Absolutely. So I am stoked today. Yes. I've only had one cup of coffee, and this is already my
really, so, man. Yeah. I had to go down to Dunkin's and get me a couple of them. I already had 2 of those puppies this morning.
Right?
That's how I get through my day. Without coffee, I wouldn't be able to survive. But for me, it's been a great time. This guy here does stand up. Tell him what show you've been on.
So I was actually on a little show called Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets, which was season 1 of Shiny Happy People on Amazon Prime. They just came out with season 2 this week, and fellow presenter April Ajoy, who's also here at the conference, she's in that one. The first season was about the cult that the Duggars were in, the IBLP, and the second season is about teen mania and, you know, the whole like Pentecostal charismatic you know, movement that, you know, went around mainstream Christianity. So in both cases, you know I speak for myself and April when I say that we're trying to, like, you know, break down these Christian nationalist cults that came out of that, and you know, try to really, you know, promote the idea of you know, freedom and, you know, religious freedom, separation of church and state, because these movements were designed to bring about what we're seeing in the world today.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so this is like our way of, you know, pushing back against it, saying, hey, this has been going on for a while. This is not new, and here's how to recognize what's happening.
I don't know if you know this, but I have the Daily Atheist Morning Show channel, but I've also got a completely separate channel called Theocracy Watch. Mm-hmm. And what that channel is about is with news to let people know about certain things, because you don't know what all is happening. The theocracy they're imposing on us. You may not hear the little news stories about how the Jehovah's Witnesses are buying up entire blocks of the city, you know, stuff like that. And then it's just crazy. The little things all over the country where these Christian nationalists or right-wing Christian groups are just overwhelming everything, little bit. So that's what our deal is on the Theocracy Watch channel. We put out little news articles to let people know. I may even get you to do one, or show you.
Yeah. And you know, that is such an important thing to do, because you know, it's easy to get overwhelmed with, you know, just the sheer amount of bad news that's coming out. That focusing in specifically on why it's bad and where it's coming from, that to me, I think, arms people with information on how to push back against it. You know, sometimes you got to sort through the noise to get to the threat.
Oh, right. Well, today I'll be moderating a panel with Seth Andrews, April LaJoy, and Senator Heidi Campbell.
Oh, nice.
And the entire topic of this panel is going to be about the right-wing Christian theocracy, fighting the Christian nationalism that is being imposed upon us. So that's the entire point of that panel. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be wonderful. What else you got going on?
Well, I have a panel today too. At about 3 o'clock, it will be. At 3 o'clock, it will be the Growing Up Fundy panel. That's moderated by Sidney Davis Jr. I'm going to be on the panel with some fellow people who came out of like high controlled religion, and we're going to be talking about our experiences in it, taking questions from people on their experiences, and Sidney and we worked together on several things. I've been on our show several times, and we did a little something called Skeptic University on YouTube a while back, which was amazing. And so, she is well qualified to do this panel. I cannot wait to be on it. So,
she's fantastic. I watched her last night, and just so much energy, so much. She's hilarious, too.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen her comedy specials before, but
Mhm.
last night was just like extra.
Yeah.
Like she was really fun.
She was really on,
Absolutely.
wasn't she?
And you did awesome too, man.
Well, thank you. No, I got up there, I did my thing. I'll rewatch it if they recorded it, and I'll cry and whatnot, and masturbate a lot. You know how it is whenever you get depressed.
I mean, me too. Honestly.
I'll be like, ooh, Chad.
Hey, that's whatever gets you.
This guy here, he did some stand-up comedy last night. It was a lot of fun. We had Godless Engineer did some stand-up comedy. Dr. Ben did some stand-up comedy. I'm really hoping that they'll. Who's doing NaNoCon? Their channel. I hope they produce it out on their channel because they had big cameras there doing the thing. I'm gonna get him on the camera. Okay, all right. That's the skeptic. He pretends to be English, but we know better. Yeah.
I'm technically English, as we discovered.
That's
last
right.
night.
You're technically English. You didn't lost the accent.
Yeah, I was 10 months old when we moved back to Alabama, so
Yeah.
I replaced it with the pseudo Alabama, whatever this is.
Whatever
happening.
that is. I was eating here at the restaurant yesterday, and my waiter had the most awesome Tennessee, I guess, accent. I thought I had to fix that. No, this guy here, man, he had an accent. It was smooth and buttery. I was like, damn, he sounded good. Anyway, that was fantastic. I'm gonna see if I can get him and anybody else. If you see somebody like while you're out running around, Nancy, the Apostate, anybody, throw them over my way. I'll get them. I'm gonna shut down right at 10 o'clock. I'm only gonna go for an hour because I don't want to take people away from the streams.
Absolutely.
But yeah, awesome. Thank you very much for joining
Likewise,
us.
yeah. Thanks a lot, Chris. I'll be seeing you around. Dude.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and we're back in. Here we are. This is yes. Look at this. Look who I got here. This is John the Skeptic.
That's right. So I usually have the camera this side. Oh.
I have something for you.
Oh, look at that. I'll clip it on. This is wireless as well.
Yes. I hope they can hear Chad off mine over here.
Okay.
I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
And
here
later
now.
on, I'll be chasing you down because it'll be still on your chest.
Yeah, I'll give it back. I promise. I usually sit this way because I've got a good, my face is very wonky. So I'm like, I try and give this side of my face. Look at my face. Like my nose points that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I
Whatever.
know how it is. I'm a narcissist too.
Yeah, right. We have to be.
We have to. Yeah, in our profession, right? Absolutely. So, man, John, this is John the Skeptic.
Hi. I look tired.
You do.
I had a pacifier shoved in my face at 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
for my wife, not even for my kids. My wife did it.
Oh, really?
No, it was my kid.
Wow, yeah, that's early
Yeah.
for you guys. I get up
Yeah.
at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Normally 2:33 in the morning. It's stupid early. I married a nurse. It's her fault.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense. Okay.
What are you thinking of the place for? Are you having a good time?
Well, this is my second time at
This is your
NaNoCon.
second- You're a repeat offender.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
okay.
It's fun. It's just a really good place to hang out with people that you
Ben.
love. Ben,
I'd like to get you in a minute. You can squeeze in here if you want.
squeeze
You
in.
got to get close. They got a mic.
Here you
There we
go.
go. Dr. Ben is here.
Hi.
I told you
Hi,
Dr.
everyone.
Ben is here.
It's a
Hi,
really,
He's-
really good place.
Yes, he's talking into his nipple.
I should have. Hello.
This is my spot now.
I wouldn't be surprised if you did like follow me around just looking at my nipple for the rest of the day now.
Huh, you caught me.
Got him, yes. So,
I planned on doing that, now I can't.
No,
it's
that-
too
yeah,
obvious.
right.
Too
obvious,
obvious.
too obvious.
Ah, darn it.
Thank you for stopping by and letting us get you on the show. I'm only
Yeah.
going to stream till a little bit till like they start in there.
Yeah.
Hey, it's my first time on your show live.
There you go.
Right.
It
Me
is.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hey.
I watch, but I'm like, but I watch whilst I'm looking after a child, so
Yeah.
I don't talk as often as I like to.
Yeah. And you can't taser the children.
Not anymore. They
Yeah.
stopped that in the early 90s,
They
right?
have rules. They
Yeah,
have rules against that.
That is true.
And now, if you may notice, if you're familiar with this,
Yeah.
that's okay. I'm also recording it. So even though the live
Ooh,
stream's
fancy.
probably going out choppy, oh, no, you got to get on here too. So we'll get you in a minute. Yeah.
Is this your first time at NaNoCon?
It is. It's my first time. Yeah, at
It's-
NaNoCon. Yeah.
You're in for a great time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just so one of the most well-organized events, and I'm only saying that because Elliot's here
Yes,
right
'cause
now.
he's right here.
Yeah.
happening? Is this?
I know. I know. What
going
cousin
on?
fucking outfit's going on over
Is
here?
there? Are there people out there
No,
right now?
there are people out there. They may or may not be.
Atheists
What?
right now.
Heathens.
Non-believers.
Non-believers. You have to speak into his nipple.
Oh, yes.
Or they can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
There you
is this good? Is this right?
I'm
this
so sorry that this
is
has
this
descended into
uncomfortable?
madness
Yeah.
this week.
I blame you entirely.
Yeah, right. I'm just sitting here minding my own business, and everyone's talking into my nipples.
Well, honestly, man, it's just you're so lovable. That's
I
what
am.
it is.
I get no mean
People
comments.
just want to talk to your nipples.
No
That's
mean
right.
comments.
That's
That's,
right.
that's a thing.
It's the accent.
It is. I feel like I can say anything I want.
Uh-huh.
I don't have to know a thing, and people just accept it
They
because
just-
I sound like this.
Yes, you sound like you know what you're talking
Right.
about,
I haven't got a
regardless
clue.
of how ignorant what
Right.
the words are.
Right, exactly. And that's how I get away with so much stuff on my channel because I like lots of it is just misinformation.
Oh, there you go.
So,
Yeah, because
but-
you're an atheist.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
an
yeah,
atheist.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's an atheist,
yeah.
cool.
I had one this morning. I had a guy tell me this morning that evolution is demonstrably wrong. This is on a comment,
Oh, okay.
and he spent ages saying evolutionists and atheists believe that the universe came. It's the usual arguments, and I
Telling us
just
what we think.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me what you think I think, but you're wrong.
Right.
You know?
Well, with any luck, I'm going to get this guy to come back on the show during
Yes.
the week. Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm going to be
And
there.
it's gonna it's gonna be a lot of fun. But this is my first NaNoCon.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna present with Seth Andrews at 1.
Oh, he's lovely.
He is. I met him yesterday. He was
Okay.
really fantastic. I didn't fangirl or nothing. I wanted to fangirl.
Don't.
I tried not.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, because you're on a panel with him.
I know.
You're equal. You don't need to fangirl someone that you're an
yeah,
equal
right.
with.
That's no.
No? I've hung out with him plenty of times. He's a lovely guy.
Yeah, he was great yesterday.
Yeah.
One of the things about Seth Andrews is that, I touch touchy subjects, I really go hard on Christianity and stuff, like calling it a blood cult and all this.
Right.
And with the Trump and all that shit, the right wing mixing with Christianity, I've questioned whether I should be doing as much political talk. And as I was talking to him yesterday, he's like, you can't not
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
about it. Yeah.
Because there's so much of a blur now,
Right.
it just happens. People have been complaining on my channel that I get a bit too political sometimes. But
Yeah.
there's no escaping it,
There's
especially
not.
not in this country.
Yeah.
You have to.
The way they've been doing all the Christian nationalists, that's what our panel is on today.
Right.
Me and Seth Andrews is going to be on Christian nationalism.
I'm
So-
excited for it. I can't wait to see
Me
it.
too. I've been doing some. See, that's the whole thing. I've been doing some research on Seth Andrews for this. Now, I've known Seth Andrews, not known him, but I've been known his work for a long time.
Right.
I was in the oil fields driving a truck, testing tubing in the oil field like 20 years ago.
Right.
Listening to Seth Andrews.
But whilst he was
No, it was just after he went to
Oh,
our way.
okay.
So however long it was, I don't know
Right,
exactly. I'm just saying it was a long time ago. Whenever
Right.
he first come over to our side, I heard of him. One of the things I thought was cool about the thinking atheist was that he wasn't saying he was the most intelligent atheist. He was saying atheists are thinkers.
yes.
That's what I got from
that.
it. you
Yeah, and that is, and I'm like testament to that. I am not a smart man.
know? Me either. Me
So
either.
I'm an actor. I don't have to think.
Yeah,
You're
that's
an
right.
actor.
I pretend. Yeah, I
we
pretend to be
we
smart.
just pretend to be other
Yeah, that's
people.
right.
So
Yes.
that's where we come in.
That's
Yeah.
right. I pretend to be smart people. I do just fine.
Right,
But
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, day to day, no, nothing.
That's right. Well, I don't know if you know this, but I have a series of videos on the internet. It's called the Evil God Monster of Abraham series.
I'm aware.
And you are. Wow, that's awesome.
I've seen this stuff.
The very first episode, I tell people, I'm like, listen, I ain't the sharpest cookie in the drawer.
right.
But here's the deal. Millions upon millions of Christians out there run out there. They're just brand new Christians. They know nothing about the Bible. They grab their
Right.
NIV Bible and they start going about and hurting other people and oppressing them.
Right.
and this, all that. So when I opened my first episode, I was like, listen, I'm not going deep in it. If you want somebody deep into like knowing the Arabic and all that shit, that ain't me. I'm going to take this NIV and that's what I do. Because I ain't smart enough to go like Dr. Kid.
I'm the same.
Oh, my
Like,
goodness.
just go surface level.
Yeah.
Take it as a layman. So I went to the Creation Museum with John the other
really?
week.
Yeah.
Just before the day before I met you, and on one of the boards there, it says that Jesus was born 5 BC, and I look at that as a layman and go, so hang on, 5 years before
Christ.
Christ was born.
It seems like there's
something wrong there.
Yeah, the maths don't
Yeah,
add up.
right,
And see,
but-
you're from English, so I said maths.
Yeah, thanks.
Instead
I
of just
appreciate
math.
that.
I didn't
Well,
want
it's
to offend you.
mathematics. It's
Yes.
like all of the maths.
No, I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
I
y'all,
appreciate that.
yeah, y'all
But-
created the language. At least
exactly,
you
and you are all,
That's
but
right.
not you personally, but
Yeah.
this country's butchering it.
I personally am butchering it.
Are you really?
Yeah, no doubt.
There you
So
go. Anyway,
I've been really looking forward to this. He's going to be on a panel. I can't stay.
what now?
So no, I mean I'm going to do my panel with Seth this afternoon,
and then you're leaving?
I'm leaving shortly
But
thereafter.
the party's tonight.
I know. I have to leave just as Seth
Now
Andrews is
listen.
going on.
No.
to speak. I'm-
Listen, I know some information about you.
Okay, he knows stuff.
You have a brother
I do.
that is a twin,
Mhm.
right? Get him to do whatever it is you got to do.
Oh, that's right.
You stay here.
I'll get him to be at the airport at 7:30.
There you go. Done.
Yeah,
I'm so helpful.
Oh, you are. I
I'm
tell you
not
what, if you see Nancy or any of the cool kids, send them down my way.
Wait, am I not one of the cool kids?
I didn't say it. I just implied it.
Okay, good. Well, on that note, I'm buggering off.
Thank you.
Of course. It's
Don't
great
say
to see you.
bugger. That's a bad word.
You just said fuck.
Oh, all right. All right, I want to get. I know we got him for just a second over there, but I am going to get Elliot. And I just want to let you know we're having a hard time connecting to the network, so we've got some bad signal. However, I am recording this, so you're not going to get off easy.
All right.
And I won't keep you long.
Okay.
I'm not going to be streaming very long. I noticed you got a lot of stuff. Now, listen, man.
Yeah.
This is Elliot with Secular Rarity. If you don't know Elliot, he is fantastic. I only met him like a year ago or so,
Yeah,
something like
not
that.
super
We did a
long,
stream together. Is how we met. And he went from Secular Rarity, and then he's been developing this secular rising. Yes, and he's been developing it and growing. I would turn my camera around and show you all the stuff that he's grown. He's grown it into a thing in this short amount of time. And he's really taller than he looks.
I'm slouching. I'm known for and all my hair's back here too, by the way.
Yes,
So
yeah, he does have hair. You know, they made a joke yesterday. Somebody made a joke about him yesterday, saying that he looked like a high school janitor, the cool high school janitor, right?
Yeah.
This morning, I was sitting up here setting up my computer, and I heard a trash can being rolled around. And I looked that way, and there was a guy rolling a trash can, looked just like you. Had his hair down. I was like, no way, no way.
There is somebody here. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
my doppelganger.
Yeah, and he's pushing
yeah.
a trash can. That was perfect. So, yeah. So, what do you got planned, man? What's next after
Yeah.
this?
So, Secularizing US is a brand new 501c3 that myself and a couple of other very active non-religious, atheist, secular people in the Middle Tennessee area came together and incorporated at the end of last year. It actually just turns out that we incorporated a day before the election. I know, right? Kind of interesting, now, but the entire purpose is to connect and support atheist, humanist, agnostic, secular-minded people. One of the biggest things we were noticing was we've got all these different groups, we've got all these different people, all these different causes, and every single time we showed up at one, we found new people that had never heard about any of the others.
Right.
We'd show up to an American humanist group, and somebody would say, "Yeah, were you at the protest last week for Americans United?" Hey, Jeff. And yeah, it's so good to see you. Yeah. Good to see you. And we say, what do you mean protest last week? And they say, oh yeah, Americans United was on the Capitol steps. And then we'd go to the protest, and then we'd hear about recovering from religion, or we'd hear about all these other. So one thing that we saw that was lacking on our side was that connection, was that focused attention to bringing our organizations and people together. And so, I'm thrilled to say that, in the short time that we have been around, we've already been partnering with over a dozen different groups, and we're having a lot of fun. And like I said, we partnered with NaNoCon to bring this back after 3 years. And
Thank you for that. And this guy here, he's the reason why I'm here. Him and Sidney Davis Jr., man. He asked me if I wanted to be a moderator. Hey, wait, so he's like, hey, are you I don't know the way you phrased it. Something about, are you a moderator on the panel or something? I don't know. I'm like, no, I'm just a talker. He's like, no, do you want to be a moderator on it? I'm like, hell yeah. But I appreciate it. It's been fantastic.
It's going to be great.
And one of the things that he's doing here is that we've got all these different people who are doing the same thing. It's like we're all treading the same water instead of unifying and doing, So I've got the Daily Atheist morning show. Well, just imagine, you got 15 other atheists out there going, hey, I'm going to fire up a morning show, not knowing I've got one, and we could all work together and build it all together. And that's what Secular Rising is doing, is bringing those kinds of groups together, or at least giving us a place to where we can unite. Now, on your website, I'm on your website, right?
Yeah.
See?
I think so. I say that. I don't know. I say that because I'm on camera right now. Don't hold me to it.
That's the only reason why I asked him, because I know I'm not, and I wanted to pressure. But that's the whole deal. It's about bringing us together, So if you don't know, you can go and check out their website. And you're looking for something, you'll find the morning show. If you're looking for somebody who's more into defending trans, that's what he's about, organizing and getting these disparate groups together. And he's doing a fantastic job. How long, man? How long? You've been doing this,
yeah. So we literally incorporated at the end of last year.
That's right, yeah.
So I mean, literally, it's only been about 6-7 months.
See, yeah.
And we're up and running, and we've had a great time so far, and we've already done some really, really cool things. We do a couple of different local events that we put on ourselves, but you're gonna get to see a little bit of that tomorrow.
Awesome.
So yeah, as wild as it is, man. Last night was just the warm up. Today's the real show, and then when it's all said and done after tonight, we still have some things on Sunday even that we're doing. So
I have to leave tonight.
I know.
I'm gonna miss it.
You're gonna be out, but that's okay. I think we're still recording it, so stuff will get posted. Like your panel is gonna be recorded. And
part of the reason why is because whenever I checked the website, I was trying to be efficient with my money. I didn't want to, because it's kind of expensive. And when I looked, it didn't look like there were anything going on Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't bid the Sunday room.
No, I get you. I get it, man.
But then after I done all the thing, got the car and everything, I noticed I got an email, I think, or something saying, "Oh yeah, don't forget, we're gonna have this on Sunday and this on Sunday." I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss it." Next time, though. Next time. I want to do now, because of the things that he's got going on. I want to get your links on my website.
Man,
I want to get your QR codes on my show and links to your stuff in my description. It doesn't really help for you to show out all of our groups if we don't point back. So I'm going to do some pointing back.
I think, and this is something that, understandably so, for a long time, a lot of groups, a lot of causes have been very focused on themselves and building what they're doing, and for totally good reason, right? Unfortunately, that sometimes silos us off, and so we aren't as effective as a lot of the other groups that are pushing these things right now that we're all fighting against. And one of the reasons they're so effective is because they are willing to work together with people time and time again.
We're live streaming the Daily Atheist Morning Show.
We got to get connected.
We're live streaming the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Are you familiar with it?
You mentioned it yesterday.
Say hello to the fans.
You want to say hi? Come around and say hi.
We got a real celebrity now.
Yeah. Come on over here. And then I got to get her on here too, after you. This is Phil Ferguseun. Hi, Phil. How are you today?
I'm well.
Do you want to put however you want, as long as it works? It looks like we got some sounds coming through. Thank you for joining us this morning. Do you want to tell us who you are and what you do here at NaNoCon?
I am Phil Ferguseun, and I have a podcast and YouTube channel. It is The Phil Ferguseun Show. I talk about politics, religion, and money, the three things you shouldn't discuss with your family.
Of course.
But when I started, this is my third podcast.
Is your third? Okay.
But it's been going like 12 years now.
Oh, really? Good. We'll have to check it out.
And I was talking to some friends when I was setting it up, and I said I want to talk about investments and atheism. And to this day, I'm number one in that category.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So David in here helps you. Is he a producer for you, David? I thought somebody was here saying that maybe he was talking about a producer for a different show. Okay.
This is one of those events that I might know 100 people.
Right. Well, he said I asked him what he did, and he said he was a producer for a podcaster.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that might be you.
I have a producer like you.
I see.
where
Okay.
you do everything.
Yeah. Multi-talented, absolutely. So you've been doing that for like 12 years?
Something like that. I think I'm at episode 530 or something like that.
Well, I want to. My wife, the evil one. She's known as the evil one to the fans. Now it says we're offline, but I'm recording. Our internet here is just not good enough. So this will be on my YouTube channel.
You're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. So this will be on the YouTube channel. But the evil one, I don't even remember what I was going to tell you about her now.
Something to do with podcasts?
Well, no. All right, thank you. She is actually the one who does all the money and all that business, takes care of all the finances. We have been doing some stock investments.
Nice.
And stuff like that. I've got a course on doing short-term trading, and she's learning long-term trading, all these kinds of things. So I'll take her, and I'll have her check out your podcast. So she's our money person.
That'd be fine. I'm generally a really buy and hold forever kind of guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I use index funds to keep the costs low, keep the workload low, keep taxes low, just anything to make it a little bit more efficient.
Gotcha. And see, that's where she's at. And I tried the whole, what do you call it? Day trading. I've tried that. I don't really have the patience and focus for it. I just don't. I mean, I can't trust myself. I just don't. So I trusted her in buying some stocks. And a couple of years ago, we bought some NVIDIA stocks.
Oh, nice.
And now she's going, oh my God, I can't believe these stocks are doing so well. So I would love to have her check out your stuff. Because yes, we're the same now. Buying and holding those NVIDIA stocks we bought. We didn't just buy NVIDIA stocks. We bought them in a, what do you call it? A Roth. We put them in a Roth for our retirement, and that's what it's all building up in there.
Yeah, it's a good place to have something like that.
Yeah, the taxes are, so it's really good, really good. So if you want to know money, go check out this guy. Do not listen to me.
And again, it's the Phil Ferguseun Show.
The Phil Ferguseun Show.
Podcast or YouTube. And occasionally now on YouTube, I do make some short videos about what it's like to drive an electric car.
Okay.
Long distances. Like we live in Orlando. And we drove up to here.
Oh, that's fun.
In a month, I'm going to go from Orlando to Canada.
Really? What kind of electric car do you have?
It's the Ioniq 6.
Oh, very nice.
So I bought it because at the time it was the most efficient range vehicle for battery size, charging speed. We normally drive 2.5 hours between stops, and it'll take 12 to 14 minutes to charge.
That's wonderful. Well, I used to have 2 Teslas, 2 Model 3s.
Okay.
And then Elon Musk went fucking nuts, total right-wing nutbag, and I was like, I can't even though we bought them, they were ours. We weren't paying him any money, except every car you have to pay like a $10 or $15 a month for the internet on the Tesla. Yeah. Even that I wasn't giving to Elon Musk. So I went on Carvana and we traded both of them off, and we got a Volkswagen
ID4.
ID4. Love it. It's fantastic. The evil one, it's her favorite vehicle now.
Yeah. Now,
never go back.
What year is the Ioniq 4 or the ID4?
2023.
Okay.
Yes.
Because one of the big changes, Volkswagen bought a generous portion of Rivian.
Okay.
So they infused cash to Rivian so they wouldn't have to go bankrupt.
Right.
But they're a big owner of it. And one of the reasons they did it is because their interface software in the car is notoriously challenging.
Yeah.
And Rivian is really good. So starting in 2026, I think more and more Volkswagen vehicles, the new ones, will have Rivian software or some variant of it, because it's so important in cars now.
It is.
It's not just tires.
I got my ID4. It's a little clunky to navigate, but it doesn't really matter. Whenever you get into any rental car, I got it into a rental car. I'm like, how the hell do I work all this stuff? Whenever you do CarPlay, thankfully it's unified.
Yeah.
So whenever you get into CarPlay, it works everywhere. But I can see how just almost every car out there needs a better interface. That was one of the good things about the Teslas. They had a pretty decent interface. But no,
so one of the big problems for me with a Tesla is it didn't have buttons. I like being able to look straight at the road and reach over and know that here's the button, and I can just push it and never lose my focus from the road.
Yeah. That was one of my things.
I'm sure you could do that with a screen once you learn where all the buttons are.
Yeah, it got okay, but I actually almost spent like $600. I was going to get a little display to put up there. You can buy them aftermarket and put it up there for the screen. I almost did that, but we're like, and And then, like I said, Elon Musk started going crazy. We had already planned to buy wraps and all kinds. We wanted to take care of them. That's but then everything went to shit.
Very good. Well, thank you for having me on.
Thank you for being on.
Appreciate it very much.
It's wonderful. I will check out your podcast.
Yeah, and maybe at some point we can do a joint project or something.
Absolutely. I'd love to have you on the Daily Atheist Morning Show if you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll talk anytime, anywhere.
And you're the Phil Ferguseun, right?
Yep.
Okay. I just
Perfect.
Thank you very much. See you later. There we go. All right, we're here at NaNoCon with Misinterpretations from the Daily Atheist Morning Show chat. She has her own YouTube channel. We were trying to live stream. We couldn't make that happen, so we're recording. No worries. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You were so good last night.
Thank you.
He's so funny.
I gotta say, I can do better. I can do better. It was okay. I can do better. But
I don't know how, because you did great. No, like some people kind of went on a little longer.
Wow, didn't they?
They kind of went on a little, but they were great. Everybody was great, and I was
great.
really, really happy to see everybody. And I'm like, well, he got the memo. You got the memo.
I did. Well, I actually mentioned it on set. I was like, I was told 3 to 5 minutes, so I'm out, people.
I know. It was great. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Darante Lamar was there. He used to be on the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I don't know if you know that.
I do. Yeah.
And so I got to call him out, and I got to hug on him. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
He preached it, didn't he?
Yeah. This was his first time doing stand-up comedy as well. Stand-up comedy. But if you don't know, Darante Lamar was a preacher for years. He's done lots of public speaking, leading. I mean, he's done stand-up comedy without calling it stand-up comedy. He's been there. Yeah. I was really impressed with
everybody, really. I mean, I was super impressed, and folks who hadn't really done it. Ooh, sorry, I just knocked my microphone. Folks who hadn't,
is it on? Yes, it's on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Folks who hadn't done improv before, or done comedy before, they were talking about that. But everybody was it was really funny. It was really awesome.
It really was. It was a lot of fun. Now, one of the deals was, that, if you watch my show, you know that I get up at like 2:30 in the morning, 2 or 3 in the morning. I flew in. I got here yesterday about 11 o'clock here time. Drove over to here about 2 o'clock by the time I got here and got checked in. I tried to lay down and catch a nap, but I was so stressed about doing the stand-up comedy. I got to be honest. I was so stressed, and so I couldn't get any nap. And then I thought I was going to do the stand-up at 6 o'clock, and it ended up being almost 9:30 before. I was exhausted. I forgot several bits of my whole set. I was thinking about it later. I was like, I was going to call somebody up and go, hey, will you be my, I need somebody from the thing. And I forgot all about it. I was just so tired. And matter of fact, when I was done, I got off the stage and I was gone to my room. I was gone. I missed all the party fun. I did. But she plays the violin.
You heard it? Okay, you were there for it.
Yes.
With the Upbeat Atheist. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, with Stephen Phelps, and I played with him. That was really, really fun. And I added a couple musical jokes. Did you catch any of my musical? I like the Hava Nagia and Star Wars.
Yes, I did. I saw that.
Yeah.
Got me there.
Yeah.
She did fantastic.
Thank you.
I was surprised. Okay, so I've seen her in the chat, and then so I see a lot of people in the chat. And then one day she sends me an email going, I interviewed these people. I'm like, wait, you interviewed somebody?
Kip Davis. It was awesome. Go look at it. It's a great.
It is. At that point, though, I realized she actually has a channel. I had no idea she had a channel. So now I know she got a channel. I get here, I'm like, this is Misinterpretation. Tell them your name.
Oh, I'm Marin Dameron.
Marin Dameron.
Yes.
And I'm glad you told it because I forgot your name.
No worries. Yeah, I had it. It was like Chris. Yeah.
So I saw her. I see her. I'm like, that's Misinterpretations. That's she's got a YouTube. And then they started to call the musical group up on the stage. I'm like, wait a second. What is she doing carrying a fiddle up on the stage?
Yeah.
She
it
did
was
fantastic.
fun. We had a great time. Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. So I mean, I know you don't have FOMO, right?
Oh no.
No, you got to come next time.
Yes.
This is my first time at NaNoCon. I've never been.
My first time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have not been. And I'm in South Carolina. It's not a bad drive from South Carolina to Tennessee, and I just wanted to meet more folks that were, in the area, and because I'm from Podunk nowhere,
and
South
network.
Carolina.
And you got to network. You got to get out there and meet people and all that.
Exactly.
Are you going to be at the Freedom from Religion Foundation thing in October?
I haven't registered for that. I haven't registered.
Can I get you next? We're recording live stream for the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Yeah. If you don't mind, if you got a minute.
Yeah, because you got all the jobs, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so no, I hadn't been to NaNoCon before, and
This is first
it's really
NaNoCon.
nice to actually meet people and network, like you're saying, you know.
Well, I
So
don't know if you know this. I was at the Ark Encounter protest last week. You knew that.
right. Oh, you were asking me about the freedom
Yeah.
from religion, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was
sorry.
asking about that one. But in the Ark Encounter protest 2 weeks ago was my very first Atheist con ever. That was the first one ever.
I didn't know
I'd
that.
never been at an atheist event
That's
gathering or anything.
awesome. That's awesome.
And not only was I there, I was the master of the ceremonies.
And I watched all of it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
that's
it was awesome.
So-
And a couple things, you know, over like Ember's speech was absolutely
Amber
fantastic.
knocked
If
it
you
out of the
haven't
park.
seen it, go watch his version of it because it's really amazing to see all the speeches. Well, and I saw that, but I read. They're having fun. They're having fun.
They're having fun now.
I'm having FOMO not being over there.
All right.
So
We're hosting the Daily Atheist Morning Show on the internet. So if you ever get the chance, check us out. Oh, okay.
oh, he's got fans. He's got fans of people want to meet him.
What's that? Oh, the ghost scented flesh candles. Yes. Okay. Yeah. We got a whole line coming. Have you seen Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys? Okay, got that too. Yes. We've got lots of things. And the pup. You've seen the pup with the Pope? That's new, yeah. I want to tell you, I recorded that over a few kind of weeks. I scripted it. We're recording, so I can cut this out. We scripted it, all this stuff. So, and then I scheduled it to drop on the coming Monday. That was the Monday the Pope died. Literally the Monday the Pope died. I was like, you would thought that would have kicked my. Yeah, no, I got like 300 views. Stop. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to interviewing her. Thank you guys. See y'all later. Elise and Lauren. Okay, say hi in the chat. Okay. On the dog, my crew, my
The
staff.
dog.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much.
The filming crew.
I'll tell them also. Elise and Lauren. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
So,
Okay, you were the
all right, so yeah, these are my first opportunities to do anything like this. And not only was I asked to be a speaker at this event, I was also asked to be a moderator for the panel with Seth Andrews. Talk about swinging high, man.
I'm so proud for
I'm
you.
out of my league, is what I am.
No,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not.
yeah.
You're doing. Yeah,
I tell you, years of Shakespeare. Yes.
It makes a difference.
It does,
The classical training. See, I was classically trained, and now I can play bluegrass.
There she
What can
goes.
you do? Yeah.
Now she can play bluegrass. Well, you know,
I kind of grew up on that.
I don't know if you know this, but have you heard my story about my books that I bought from Dan?
Yeah, I was there when he signed them.
Oh,
I
okay, yeah,
came
yeah,
up to-
yeah.
He was like, "This is Dan Barker." I'm like, "Dan Barker." I was so fangirling. I was like,
I
"You
know.
helped me so much in my life."
I got him to sign my books after like 12 years. When I first bought those books, I had not had any theater training, hadn't done any college theater, nothing. And I was terrified. So I went up to, I was like, I forgot to ask him to sign the books because I was so nervous. Now, 12 years later, I finally caught him in the elevator or at the lobby right outside the elevators, and I was like, dude, sign my books. He did. He was fantastic.
He was so sweet. He was so kind. I knew that he was an amazing musician. I knew.
Oh, my goodness.
But last night, y'all, if you
Wow.
ever get to hear Dan Barker play,
Wow.
he is the most amazing jazz pianist.
He is.
And that is like the hardest thing to do on the planet. But I mean, I knew he was a great musician, but now I'm just like even more, with everything that he's done. I'm just really amazed.
Yeah.
So you asked me about the Freedom from Religion Foundation. That is in South Carolina. It's going to be in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, it's Myrtle Beach.
It's at Myrtle
I thought
Beach.
it was in Florida. Okay, Myrtle Beach.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
rather
Myrtle
go
Beach.
to Myrtle
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but that's about as far from me as Nashville is.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy.
So you'd
but
like
yeah.
me to be there too, then?
I haven't signed up for it yet, but I mean, after coming here, I'm like, I gotta save up the dollars. I have a Venmo on my channel if you're interested in helping me get to it.
If I can find a way to get on a panel or speak or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
I'll see if I can go.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm sure that's going to be amazing. And then
Yeah.
actually, I can't remember her name. Donald Trump's cousin,
Oh, Mary Trump.
Mary Trump. She's going to be there. She's speaking. She's actually getting an award.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, so that's going to be
That's
wild.
cool.
So
I think I'm gonna go grab Godless Engineer. Thank you
Yeah,
very
let's do
much.
it. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Mr. Non Sequitur, go check out her channel. misinterpretations, not Miss Non Sequitur. Miss Non Sequitur, you're watching. I know you're out.
You're
Misinterpretations.
awesome too, Miss Non Sequitur.
Yes, she
we gotta
is. You're
say.
right. And Vic Lit and Scotty, y'all are. So go check out our channel and subscribe. See y'all later.
Bye.
I'm gonna go see if I can get
Yeah,
that
go get
GE.
G.
All right, I have got John, the Godless Engineer, here is joining me. Man, thank you for this. Look at John.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. I'm enjoying like seeing everybody here. Like it's awesome.
Isn't this a wonderful experience?
Yeah.
What do you think of for everybody, we're doing the NaNoCon thing here. John, the Godless Engineer, was fantastic last night. And even Bro Cephas showed up. Cephas, I'm just trying to get us even here. Bro Cephas showed up and dropped some knowledge on the stage. Comedian-like. I know.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was surprised.
I don't know. He was all right. I mean, he wasn't that great.
He did good. No, he did good. Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. John is here. John is actually a sponsor of the show. And so he's got the green fancy tag. I wanted the green one too.
Yeah, my wife, KC, she got me the green and the blue one.
Yeah.
I guess she wanted me to feel really important.
Yes. But it's been wonderful. It's been a lot of fun. The venue is fantastic. If you guys get the chance to come out next year, I hope they do it here. I don't know where they're going to do it.
I know the last time they had it, it was here, and so now they're having it this here again. So I'm hoping they keep having it here. It's a really nice place, and like it's been so popular this year that all of it got sold out. So like everybody that's staying here they're here for the conference.
Yeah, the whole lodge, the whole resort has been rented out by us. It's fantastic. You know, I would spin the camera around and show you how many people are here, but we have some who don't want to be on camera, so that's why you're just seeing us. But you can hear them. I mean, it's amazing. This is the largest event I've ever been in. I wasn't intimidated until I saw the room last night. You know, me and you, we streamed to more people than we talked to last night on the show, easily. Yeah. But I have never been as nervous as I was, or like in doing a live show, as I was last night before I went up on stage.
Well, yeah, somebody asked me about that, and it's like, what's the difference between the two? And I think that the big difference is that you see the immediate reaction on people's faces and like their attention and everything like that. So it's like immediate feedback, whereas normally you have to wait for people to comment and say shitty things. You get to see like the shitty comments form on their face.
Right. Now you did a panel, with a whole bunch of people for about a content creators panel. I could have been on that panel. That was fantastic because I do all my content creators.
Right.
But what did you think about that? That was a lot of fun watching you, and who else was there? Secular Rarity.
Well, Secular Rarity was kind of directing it, hosting it kind of thing. And then there was John Lovell, the skeptic, Ben, Dr. Ben,
That's right.
me, and then Greg from Atheist, the ACA.
And they were talking about the things you go through, content creation, and also about some of the threats they've gotten. And I actually remember you were talking about, you get a lot of death threats. So whenever I started up the Daily Atheist Morning Show this time, I was probably like a month into it, and I'm starting to get threats. And I'm like, oh shit, you know. So I contacted John. I'm like, dude, what do you do? And he's like, I ignore most of it.
Yeah. No, yeah, I do. I typically what I do is I just ignore the death threats. I don't take them seriously, obviously. But some of them are way more bizarre than the others. And so, like, that's one that I shared on stage, and I think Josephus tried to steal later.
Yeah, that was a good one. And what I'm sitting there thinking is, if somebody's going to skull fuck you, because that's what they were talking about. They were going to beat him up, and then after they were done beating him up, they were going to skull fuck him.
Yeah. Huntsville area. Oh yeah, I mean I grew up in Decatur. Yeah, I only recently Austin. Oh really? Oh nice. Yeah, both me and my sister. Oh, you taught at Decatur? Oh, okay. It was nice meeting y'all. Yeah, I'm doing a thing right now, but I'll have to talk to y'all later. Okay? It's good meeting you.
Where were we, John?
So we were talking about skull fucking.
Okay, all right. So this guy said he was going to beat his ass, and then he was going to skull fuck him. And I wanted to.
No, you're missing out on an important part of this.
The bikers.
The bikers. There was a biker roundup thing.
Yeah, watching porn. That's what we're doing. We're going to get you over here. Well, you say it ain't. It's later. We'll get you on here in just a minute. Daily Atheist Morning Show. Oh, yeah, we do that. We're recording it right now. Yeah.
Or is it live?
No, well, we tried the live, but it wouldn't work. the stream. Yeah, just yep. So that way I can edit out all these crazy people out of. No, I would like to ask you your opinion. I'm going to shut down. What time is it?
Actually, it's almost time.
Yeah, that's why. So I'm gonna. I don't want to do my thing while they're doing theirs. So I'll wrap up with John. We'll get you. What I wanted to mention though was that so yeah, he said he go ahead and tell him this.
Yeah. So okay. So basically, this guy threatened. He got so pissed off on Facebook that he made a video where he threatened to get a biker gang here in North Alabama, form a circle with their bikes and everything like that, have him and me go toe to toe in the middle of it. And then after he was done beating my ass, he was going to skull fuck me. And he all sums this up and, like, I guess puts a cap on it with no homo.
Right.
As if that was supposed to be, like, you know, I don't know, convincing me? Or maybe he was trying to convince himself that it's not gay to fuck a guy's face.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do want to mention, though, this is what really kind of struck me. I wish I could have brought it up during the show while you were talking about it. But have you ever seen a skull?
Yeah.
And the eye holes are kind of small. If you can get a penis in there, you're not very well hung. I'm just saying. So the guy bragging about he's going to skull fuck him, that's not a bad. It's not a big.
Yeah, I get pretty small eyes.
You got small eyes.
Yeah, so I mean, like, he's telling on himself there.
Needle dick, a bug fucker. That kind of all right, thank you, John. They're about to get going in there, so I'm going to shut down the stream. I don't want to distract from what's going on there, and I want to get to go enjoy it as well. So you guys have a wonderful day. Send safely, my friends. Thank you, John.
Yeah, make sure y'all stand up and use your voice.
Yes. Subscribe to the Godless Engineer. Give me my microphone back. I'll see you later. Thank you. All right, here we got. Look at this. This is Nancy. She's one of my favorites. Oh my goodness. She does not believe me when I told her that I just walked around yesterday going, "Where's my Nancy? Where's my Nancy?"
Oh, no, you
It was wonderful. Yeah, because she gives away the best hugs, and she pinches your butt while she's hugging you, so it's like extra. It's extra. Thank you.
Tell people when I say hi.
Hey, do you want to tell them anything? This is Nancy with the Apostate Sisters.
Nancy the Apostate Sisters, go check us out. We talk about high control religion.
And
what
masturbation.
It takes for you and how to take it back.
And masturbation.
Bodily autonomy, all that fun stuff. And we got anatomical props.
And they do. I got to play with their boobies. That's a long story. Wife, I'm sorry.
She's
Yeah,
she can play with them too.
I'm all for that. I'm really for that myself. Thank you here. All right, I have got Sydney Davis Jr.
Hey.
Oh, she was fantastic. She was the MC for the stand-up comedy last night.
Yeah, the host, MC.
They went so easy on me. They did. I got to be honest. You know, you said we did the thing. It was like 6 o'clock. We're going to do the thing.
Right.
But it ended up being 9:30 before I got on the stage. I had been up since 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, so
I was exhausted.
So that was my fault because one, it actually started at 8 and I didn't know that. I thought it started at 6:30, and then they had to back it up like 30 minutes. So then it started even later.
And then I was at the bottom of the list.
The bottom?
Yeah, I was next to the last comedian.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I could have at least said, "Hey, Sydney, guess what? I would like to go early," but I did not.
You could have.
By the time I got up on, you know how you got that energy?
Yeah.
I was done. I was exhausted. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" I don't even saw me yawning. And then as soon as I was done, I was out. I had a couple beers and went to my room.
I had to dance for an hour and a half.
Did you?
Like in between all the different acts, like the musicians and stuff. I was up. I was standing 90% of the time. So I feel you. That's why I look like I just woke up, because I did. Yay!
She did great. It was amazing.
Thanks.
You were hilarious.
Thank you.
I mean, I think I should have gone first because they had all these really funny people.
Remember I went first, and then the funny people.
No, that's the whole deal. She was but it was great. Thank you. This is not your first time at NaNoCon, is it?
It is.
It is your first.
It is my first NaNoCon.
This is also the first time they've done the stand-up comedy.
Yes.
Right? That's your fault.
Yes.
You're the one to blame.
I'm the bad influence.
I understand.
But it was great. We had so many creators who never did stand-up doing stand-up, and I thought I'm biased, but I thought everybody did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Am I like yelling into your ear right now?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're fine. Well, we're speaking over all these wonderful people that are here. It was great. Darante Lamar did a great job.
He everybody crushed it, honestly.
Dr. Ben got up there, and he's like, "I'm just going to read it off my phone." He was funnier than I was reading the shit off his phone. I am jealous, Dr. Ben. I'm the funny one.
Also, Dr. Ben was like freaking out for like days beforehand. He's like, "It's not going to be funny. It's not going to be funny."
He was. I know. I'm sitting there before he goes up on the stage, and I reach back to him. I'm like, "It's going to be okay. you're going to be great. And then I went up and sucked. But
No, you did great.
So it was all right. It was all right, yeah. Actually, I got, after I left the stage, I'm like, oh, I forgot this part of my bid. I was going to call you guys.
Happens
Remember,
all the time.
I was going to ask you, I was going to go, I need a heckler. Remember, I'd already called out to security twice, and I was going to come back, I need a heckler, and I was going to ask her to be my heckler. When she raised her hand, I was going to have security remove her, and I just forgot. And it would have been, you know, how you tag back to other things that I was...
Like a callback.
My brain was just so mushy. I appreciate it. It was so much fun. Tell them what you do, Miss Sydney.
Just like who I am. Just
Yes,
like,
who you
okay,
are.
yeah. My name is Sydney Davis. I am the host of a podcast called Growing Up Fundy, where I interview people who, in some way, either as adults or as youths, were heavily impacted by religion. We focus a lot on Christianity just because that happens to be really common here in the United States, but I also interview people who grew up in as a member of the Nation of Islam, many different sects, communities, denominations. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I literally just woke up. And then I also talk to like psychologists, historians, sociologists about religion. And so I'm also a member of the Conversation Coalition, which is kind of why I'm here, because we do a lot of in terms of live events where Christians and atheists have friendly debates, not easy debates, just friendly debates in order to really have an impact, as opposed to, you know, yell back and forth, and call each other stupid, and then, you know, nobody gets anywhere with it.
I enjoyed your workshop on that.
Thanks.
I got to be honest. I'm one of those. I was raised fifth of 7 children.
I am so sorry. That is.
I know. So I'm used to raising your voice and pointing the finger and arguing like that. So whenever it gets to somebody else who's going to do that, man, we'll get after it, you know. I have to learn to chill.
Yeah, and that's also like a Southern thing too, though. Like the like that's just second nature. Like I point even when I'm excited. Like it looks so cool, you know.
You know, there's interesting cultural things. You know, Chinese people did the pointing too, but they tend to point at their nose. We usually point at our chest. Like they point at their nose.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's kind of, you watch a Chinese like a kung fu movie, they're like, "I'm going to kick your ass," and they're pointing at their nose. Kind of
I didn't know that.
Anyways, Sydney does this thing where she uses humor and intelligence and wit to debate and bring knowledge to these other
Oh,
people.
yeah, I'm a professional debater too. I forgot to mention that. That's a lot of context.
So I very much appreciate that. Now I'm going to let you go because she just woke up.
I did.
And she was standing over
Look at these. American Airlines charged me extra for these bags.
For those bags.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me too.
Thank you, sir.
See you later.
See ya.
We are here at NaNoCon, and I am with Greg. Greg is from the ACA. Greg, how are you doing today? It's Greg James, yes. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm doing well. First conference I've ever been to.
Really?
Wow. And it's very encouraging. I know probably 70% of the people I'm running across know you. We've worked together on shows. So
I know. You're not normally a public face.
I am not. I'm behind the scenes
behind
guy.
the scenes kind of guy, and yet here you are. You know, spreading the good word of the ACA.
Trying to, yeah.
How long have you, since I've got you, let me ask you these questions. How long have you been with the ACA?
A little bit over 5 years now.
Really? And this is your first time coming to a public event?
Well,
Outside of,
first
like,
time
back
to an
rooms?
atheist conference, yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, you know, last week was mine. A couple weeks ago was my first time.
Oh, yeah?
At the Arden Counter protest. And they tried to get me killed. The joke.
I heard that
was
story.
The truth. That was the truth. Joe tells me, no, come on in. It's us in the background.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't. Yeah. So at least they didn't try to get me killed here. So, yeah. But you were on a panel about content creation. One of the things ACA does is they host the, the Truth Wanted, Talk Heathen, Nonprofits, and the Atheist Experience.
Yes.
Wonderful shows. And oftentimes these shows are, I guess they've evolved. You were mentioning about how originally people would call and they'd hit you up with like general stuff. But it's gotten to where, I guess it's these apologetics.
Yeah.
These guys here are really strong. I've had them call into my show or type into my show because I did a call-in show one time.
Yeah.
Actually, I did a call-in show one time on my show. And you know who called in? You may recognize the name. Otangelo. Otangelo.
Yeah.
I had no idea who he was. I'm sitting there talking on the show. I'm doing the stream, you know, and I'm talking to him. I'm arguing with him. I'm doing my thing. And then the Kentucky Atheist, Joe, was like, get him off your thing. He's sending me messages, but I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
And as soon as I found out that it was who it was, and then it was, he doxed Arden, I bounced his ass right off. But I don't got no time for that shit,
Yeah.
you know. But his deal, whole deal's right from a script, like y'all were talking about, right from an absolute script. So, you're going to be at the Bat Cruise?
I am going to be at the Bat Cruise. For those of you who don't know, it is next month, the 15th or the 17th. We have a boat that goes out on Lady Bird Lake, and we are able to view the largest North American collection of bats. The species is dropping off my head at the moment. But it's about 1 million bats that live underneath a bridge, and at dusk they all come out in mass to go feed and do what they do.
That's why it's called Bat Cruise, in case you're curious.
That's why it's called the Bat Cruise, with the caveat that if the bats don't make their appearance, it's still a great time, because it's kind of a cloaked way of getting a bunch of atheists together with alcohol and having good times and telling stories and just kind of doing that community thing that we don't always do.
Right.
So,
We don't get the opportunity. Well, I was wanting to make it, but you're doing it in Texas. I'm not a big fan of Texas anymore. Last time I went through Texas, they took my weed and almost threw me in jail. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I know.
Well, yeah.
So there's that, right?
There's that.
There is that. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to convince the ACA and the bats to move the Bat Cruise out of Texas this year for me, and they refused. I just feel like they should have at least tried to work with me, but the bats.
We were fully willing
They
to
were
do
willing
it.
to.
The bats weren't
It was
having
the
it.
bats. The damn
Yeah.
bats. Damn you bats.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much for that. But the work they do is so important, and oftentimes we see the fakes.
Yes.
We don't get the chance to see the people behind the scenes, and that's what Greg does. He's a producer for the ACA.
Yes, I am.
Yes, and so whenever I want to be on the ACA, I have to suck up to this man.
Oh, come on now. We have to try to get you out of your busy schedule, and you have to grace us with your presence.
That's something like that,
yeah,
yes.
something like that.
But they do such important works, and it's amazing. If you ever go watch the ACA, they'll do it behind the scenes, and they'll show you the people who are working in the background. They got a real production. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Greg, thank you very much for visiting with me, and I'll drop this on my channel. I'll send you some links.
Sounds good.
I
Thank
appreciate you. And whenever you get a spot, call me. I'll be on your show. I like yelling at people too.
I'll hold you to that.
One of the differences between my show, my morning show, I don't know, you've seen my morning show. Now, you did catch it the one day after they revealed Roe.
I caught you on a special day.
That was not a normal show, but normally I try to be really lighthearted and have a lot of fun, joke around. And I try to, because most of the other atheist shows, you got call-ins, and they're more serious, and they end up arguing with Christians, and that's a high tense kind of situation. We try to have a lot of, a different atmosphere, a lot of fun. So, yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, I am here with Kevin, the Jesus Unfollower. I didn't expect to see this guy here. This is fantastic. Hello, Kevin. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. This is my first ever atheist convention.
Ever.
Okay,
Ever. Awesome.
So.
This is my second.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know we're both newbies. I didn't know you were going to be here. I just happened to see him walking by. I was like, I know that guy.
Yeah, I was looking for you because I knew that you were going to be here. I was like, and I just met John, Godless Engineer.
He's fantastic.
Yeah,
he's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just different. It's cool to see people in person because it's just different seeing people on the internet.
And I can't tell you how many people have met me and gone, "You're taller than I thought."
Yeah.
I mean,
if I'm being honest, that was my first thought too.
Yeah. And I was like, at home, my camera is like up a certain degree. I got to move that down, or some people think I'm too small.
Yeah.
So Kevin here runs the Jesus Unfollower channel. That's a fairly new channel, right?
Well, I've had it for about 5 years, but I've been like very sporadic in posting. I mainly post on like Instagram, TikTok, and stuff, so more consistently there. But I like posting on YouTube. I got a video coming out in a couple hours on the channel. Yeah.
I drop one Thursday. I keep watching, waiting for nothing to happen. You know how it is. But it's awesome. So this is your first thing. I think they have some other things coming up in August. You're not going to make the Bat Cruise out of Texas.
No, probably not.
But then they'll also have.
Does everybody dress up like Batman, or what?
No. That would be fun. That would be fun. There's this bridge that has like the largest population of bats, and they come flying out from under that bridge. So they get a bunch of atheists on a boat, drive out to the bridge, and get us drunk. That's the deal.
It kind of does sound like a Batman origin story, though.
Could be.
It could be the making of a bunch of new Batmen.
I was a drunk atheist, and I got knocked off a boat, and bats got me. Yeah. I can see that out there.
That's another thing I've never done. Never been on a cruise of any kind.
Never been on a cruise of any kind.
Never been to an atheist convention. Never been to a cruise. Oh yeah.
Do you see what that is? That is a Star Trek cruise right there. Star Trek cruise. I was on a Star Trek cruise 2 times. And I got to meet William Shatner, Jonathan Frakes. I mean, quite a few of them twice. I don't know if you knew there's a Star Trek cruise.
I was not aware.
There is talks about possibly doing an atheist cruise. A real atheist. Not like their back cruise is just a kind of little boat. It's not a cruise boat.
Yeah.
And at first we're like, nah, we can't do that. I mean, that'd be really hard. But the black non-believers actually already have a cruise. I believe it was them. They already have a whole cruise. They've got a cruise all by themselves. If they can do it, I don't mean to just disparage them. I'm just saying it just shows that we can do it too. So I love a cruise. I've been on 2. Man, I often dream about cruise ships and boats when I'm asleep.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
It feels like the ghost of Pat Robertson would probably try to summon some sort of hurricane to take us out if that happened.
Well, it just depends on how many homosexuals we have on the boat. But, because hurricanes are attractive.
It's a godless lifestyle. We're going to send a hurricane down there to take them out.
That's right. Did you hear about? Did you hear about that? I don't remember which preacher it was. He's really preached about hurricanes and how they were bringing the wrath of God for all the floods. It was the floods that were bringing the wrath of God for the homosexuality and all that. And his house got flooded, got destroyed in the flood.
The call's coming from inside the house.
What did I say about you?
I was just telling my fiance on the way here, it seems like it's those people a lot, the people who are the loudest in opposition, that it's like they got a lot of skeletons in the closet, a lot of stuff that comes out later of like, so it was just like projection.
That's right. Every accusation is an admission.
Yeah.
So if they're going, pedo, start checking that person.
Check the hard drive.
Well, Kevin, thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to go see if I can scare somebody else up to interview. I just grabbed him. He was walking by. I'm like, hey, get over here.
I'm doing this against my will.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, I am here at NaNoCon, and this is Robin Webster. She's from Kentucky, right here with the Kentucky Atheist thing. She was in Kentucky. She's one of the people who tried to get me killed a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't her personally.
No, I wasn't there.
No, you weren't there.
No,
You were.
I wasn't there yet.
No, she wasn't there.
There
no,
yet.
it was all Joe. Joe, if you're
It was
watching,
all Joe.
Joe tried to get me killed in Kentucky. This is Robin Webster. She has been a fan of the David Davies Commercial a long time. I've seen her. I have been a fan of her. I remember the first time I saw Robin on a show, something happened. Anyway, I heard her speak and I went, oh my goodness, that is a fantastic accent.
Yes.
And ever since then, I've been a fan. So, Robin, tell us what you do, if you don't mind.
Well, right now I'm not doing much of anything except at NaNoCon, but I was a milk hauler. I drove a truck, but I've had an injury, so I'm off work right now. But
do you have your own channel or anything?
I have a channel. I don't put out much. I just highlight discussions I'm in with other people, and me and Joe's political show was on there sometimes, but I don't really actually make much content.
Gotcha. So she hangs out with Joe, the Kentucky Atheist. And if you get the chance, go subscribe. Robin Webster and, of course, Joe, the Kentucky Atheist. Is this your first time at the NaNoCon?
No, I came in 2022.
Okay, you've done this before, and you're with Pangburn, right?
Yes, I'm with Pangburn, representing Pangburn, and so go to Discord and join Pangburn.
Go check out the Pangburn. I actually applied with them. With Pangburn, they got that atheist thing where they support you.
That's why I'm here.
Yep, I actually applied with them. I haven't heard back.
Yep.
To be honest, to be fair, this is the first time I've ever applied to anything like that. So I had no idea how much to ask for or anything. So I just shot things out there.
Travis funded me to come to this. So
that's awesome.
It's
wonderful of them to do that. And so you have been with Pangburn for how long?
I've been on their Discord for probably about a year now, but I've been watching their videos for years because they have a lot of big discussions with Richard Dawkins, Sam Harris, stuff like that.
And now he's doing his anti-Trump
tour, going to every state, and you can get on stage and debate Destiny if you think that you have a good point about Trump. And they're also starting up the anti-vax, the RFK anti-vax tour with Dave Farino.
So if you get
or
a
Dave
chance-
Farina.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying it wrong.
I'm not saying
Farina.
it.
But there's somebody else, and I'm sorry, I can't think of who the other guy's name. But Dave Farina is the big name I know. But,
Well, thank you for letting me interview you real quick
Yeah.
and keep going doing that wonderful thing. The things that Travis doing, one of the things that Travis is doing that anti-Trump thing, and that's really important right now.
yeah, and he's not even American. I mean, he was a Canadian who lives now in Mexico.
Oh, really? Well, that's one of the things about how bad Donald Trump and the theocracy that's being imposed on us. You don't have to be an American for it to affect and hurt you. It's hurting people all over the world.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he's hurting worldwide. But
Crazy.
yeah, come join the Pangburn Discord. We have great conversations on there, and it's not dumpster fires like a lot of Discords are.
Check them out. And check out the Daily Atheist Morning Show.
Yes.
Discord. We got one too.
Yes, check out Chris's morning show. It's great.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Robin. I tried to do this live, but the internet here was so unfortunate.
Oh, did you stream it, you mean?
Yeah, because I hosted the Daily Atheist Morning Show on YouTube, and that's what I was going to try to do from here today, but the internet here in the hotel was just so
Yeah, I noticed even in the room it was.
yeah,
kinda-
but my room was fantastic. How's yours?
Well, the room is nice,
Yeah.
but the internet was kind of flaky.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the room is nice. A good view. Good view of God's creation out the window.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, this is Dan Barker, one of my heroes. He's an author, a public speaker. I've been listening and following to this guy and Gail for a long time, watching their stuff. But he's the founder of the Freedom from Religion Foundation.
No, I'm a co-founder.
Co-founder, well, yes. And it is Gail, right?
No, you mean Annie Laurie?
Annie Laurie. Why was I thinking Gail?
Well, there's some other famous woman maybe.
Maybe. Anyway, so they founded the Freedom from Religion Foundation, and they are the thin line between us and a theocracy. They've been going to court for us here in the United States for what, 15 years?
Since 78.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
So we've had almost at least 100 lawsuits over the years. Yeah.
So that's what they do. I have a co-host on my morning show, and we produce over on another channel called Theocracy Watch.
Yeah.
Specifically because of what's going on in the world. And what we do is we do these little news reports because, there'll be a small city over here where there's a religion imposing the stuff on. And that's what we do. We do these little news reports all the time. And I am just shocked by how much material we have. We don't run out of material. The theocracy that's being imposed on us is constant and from all directions, And without people like you, I don't know where we would be.
Well, it's us. It's Americans United, American Atheists, American Humanists, the Secular Coalition. There's a lot of groups working together. And fortunately, unlike churches, we cooperate with each other. Our attorneys all talk with each other. We compare notes. We make sure we're not stepping on each other's toes. Sometimes we coordinate the strategy for amicus briefs. So how about your group covers standing and our group will cover the merits and this group will cover the history. So it's a real nice strategy. It's not just insular groups.
That's wonderful. Now, do you have something coming up in October in Myrtle Beach? Is that right?
Our national convention is in Myrtle Beach this fall, South Carolina.
I'm going to try to be there.
Great.
I'm going to try to make it. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, by the grace of goodness.
Yes, we will pray. I'm going to try to be there because, it's just so important what you guys do. And I'll see if I can. I love to do the promotion. I don't know. There's just, with all the different angles at which we're under attack.
And Mary Trump will be there.
Oh, she's going to be there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very much looking forward to
And
that.
she's an outspoken atheist, just a wonderful person, and she's embarrassed about her dysfunctional family.
Yeah, she would be. Well, whenever I started up the Daily Atheist Morning Show back in 2019, the first time, we talked about religion, but when we talked about politics, people in the chat were like, nah, we don't care about that. We want to. But now, after 5 years later, I fired up the show again back in August of last year, almost a year ago today, or this month, next month. But I fired it up, and I was trying to talk about just religion, right? But you just can't. With Donald Trump and the Christian nationalists, Donald Trump sold out the United States to the Christian nationalists for their votes, and now in exchange, he's helping impose their batshit craziness on us. You almost can't talk about religion nowadays in this country without politics.
Yeah.
And
Well, because a God personality needs sycophantic followers, and the best group to do that are the evangelicals, and he loves them because they're sheep before the master.
Right, and actually, that's right. And those kinds of mentality are exactly the kind of people who are going to fall in line
Yeah.
with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And they're, I mean, fascist regime is authoritarian, and the definition of fascism has to do with business and government. I mean, that's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So with any luck, we won't have to go too far. But I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it. But the point was, I tried to keep those separate on my show, even though I'm a left-wing liberal nutbag. But you just can't.
So we've noticed the same thing, of course, for decades, but ramped up a lot recently. And the Freedom from Religion Foundation is a 501c3, which means technically that we can't do any politicking or endorsing, although a lot of churches are getting away with that because they're also 501c3s. And now with the recent IRS resolution or whatever they did, churches now think they can. However, we want to be scrupulous in making sure we're not crossing that line. FFRF is not a political group. So in order to get around that problem, we started a separate 501c4 called the FFRF Action Fund, which does endorse, which can then do some legislation. Yeah, and the Action Fund is at least a couple years old now, and we have we have Mickey Dolenz, who is a seated member of the legislature in Oklahoma, who's one of our brilliant writers and workers and others. So they are doing that. The trouble is you got to be real careful to separate, to make sure you're not. A 501c3 can do a little bit of lobbying related to their purpose, right? But you can't be a political group. So for that reason, we have now two separate groups with a little bit of overlap in the leadership. So
I didn't realize that. I thought you were just a 503. I had no idea. Now that's kind of great.
Oh, so look up FFRF Action Fund, and there's a scorecard. They put out a scorecard about how members of Congress are doing. They monitor not only at the federal level, but at the state level. And in the last few months now, they're doing it at the school board level, if you can imagine.
Yeah, that's wonderful. We so need that.
Because you know how many school boards there are in the country?
Yeah.
Thousands of them. And yet there's a system in place to monitor school board activity, and some of our lawsuits deal with school boards.
That's good. Because what they do is they've gone in here and they get their right-wing Christian people up in these school boards, and before long they're voting for those policies or having their little school boards going. I mean, we just need something like this. We watch these Christians try to impose the Ten Commandments. They did the Ten Commandments. They tried to do the Ten Commandments in Oklahoma. Then they tried to get it to where a Catholic church could get state funding.
A Catholic school,
A Catholic school could get state funding. Yes, a Catholic school could get state funding. They drove that all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court was 4-4 on that. Can you believe that? 4-4 on whether or not Catholic schools should get state funding.
Yeah.
What happens if that had passed?
Yeah.
Every little school all across this country would have been applying. Every little Christian, Catholic, every little religious school would have been applying. And that would have just drained our country.
The word public would not mean anything. Public education would be meaningless. We took a case in California. What was it? 8 years ago? I forget. It's quite a while ago. A school board in Chino Valley or Chino Hill School Board, California, and that city was pretty much taken over by a huge mega church, Hibbs' mega church. That mega church got a lot of their members elected to the school board.
Right. Okay.
So they controlled the school board, and they were doing prayers, they were doing religious messages. We sued a lot of. It wasn't just us, but there was a lot of families in the school saying they can't do this. We sued, they fought it, and we won. And now, long time later, I think 7 years later, I'll have to look up the dates, that school board thinks the Supreme Court has changed enough. They are petitioning to try to undo their loss. So now we're back in court on the same issue.
Yeah. And they're probably right. The Supreme Court's changed so much.
Well, but they're gonna. If the Supreme Court goes against that, then what do we have? We don't have any state-church separation.
I know. I really feel like that's what they're working for.
Yeah.
They're absolutely chipping
And
away.
these Christian nationalists, including the people on that school board who were democratically elected, they actually don't believe in democracy.
They don't.
They don't want democracy. They'll use democracy to destroy democracy because, by definition, a Christian nation, a theocracy, is not a democracy. They don't want bottom-up people rule. They want top-down authoritative rule.
Well, the entire basis of their religion is a God figure who they get all their instruction. Yeah. So they wouldn't want. God does not do democracy.
No. You won't find any democracy in the Bible at all.
So it makes sense that that's what they would do. One of the things I talk about on the show is there are a lot of things we have going on where we see Christians and they're just doing some of the most oppressive, harmful things. And you're like, where do they get this? Well, the Bible teaches them that. You know, whether it be oppressing people or taking other people's land, or you can go through the Bible and find all kinds of examples of horrific actions in this moral example, this moral guide that they give us. You know, I actually find that secular humanism tends to be so much better, so much moral than the Christians that we've got going on. But I don't want to keep too much of your time. I appreciate you, Dan. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for signing my books. I stalked this man for 12 years. At least to sign my books from the Freedom Community. I don't know if you noticed, they still have the little round stickers for the price on them. So whenever you had them on the table, I'm nervous. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Chris. This is really fun. Oh, well, this is what we do. So.
It's what we do. Yeah. Now I got to go tell my wife. I got to interview Dan. I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel. I don't know how to get a hold of you, but I'll post it on the YouTube channel. I'll send some links to FFRF.
Well, just go to ffrf.org and you'll find everything you want to know and more than you want to know, including how to contact us that are there.
And I've also, because I'm building my own community as best as I can, and we are a like-minded group. So I'd like to find other ways that I can work with probably the Action Fund, because I'm so political.
Well, either the Action Fund or the regular FFRF, we can do legal work. We can take legal cases. So if there's a violation in your town, well, as a matter of fact, when I checked into the hotel room at the Montgomery Bell State Park, which is presumably a state-run organization, there's a Bible in the hotel room in a public state park. So that's a complaint that I guess I'm going to make.
Wow.
But, I mean, if anybody sees something like that, you can contact us. And we have about 10 attorneys. And right now in the summer, we have 6 legal interns busy fielding those kind of complaints. So
I didn't realize how pervasive it was, how everywhere it is. You know, you've been fighting this since the 70s. But now, with the last, 10 years, they've just gained so much traction.
Yeah.
The Christian nationalists. Again, I think it's because they've partnered up with the MAGA community. Yeah. And they've got power they've never had before. Yeah. And they're wielding, you know? Yeah. And like you were talking about earlier, that now, it used to be where preachers couldn't go up on the pulpit and preach out for a candidate. Now they can. The IRS came out and said, we don't care if they do that.
Well, actually, they think they can. And the IRS decision, to my understanding, only applied to those 2 churches that were involved.
Okay.
And the IRS does not have the authority to overturn the Johnson Amendment, which is a legislative act, right? And so the Johnson Amendment still applies, and we can still complain to the IRS about churches that are doing that. So technically, they cannot still do it, but they have seen that little decision from the IRS saying, aha, now we can do it. If that stands, then all of these churches become like political black holes. They become like PACs. There's no accountability there. There's no trace. So people can just pour money into these churches as if they were, and get a tax write-off.
Right.
Which you're not supposed to do when you contribute to a political group.
I don't know. And that's money right out of our public funds.
Yeah.
You know, that's money right out of the schools, out of all these things. It's just, they really shouldn't. I'm so glad that we've got all these groups that are working to work against this, because they've got so much oppression. It wouldn't be so bad if they were good, but they're not good.
Looks like there's a meeting starting here in a second, so we better get going.
We better. Thank you for
Well, thank you. It was fun.
Yes. Let me steal my microphone because people keep trying to run off with that thing. Have a good one. I'll see you around. All right. Here I am. I'm with Benjamin. Nice to meet you, Benjamin. This is Benjamin. Tell them who you're with and what you do.
How's
You're
it
with
going?
the ACA.
Yeah. I am,
You're with
yeah.
the
I'm one of the
ACA.
board members of the Atheist community of Austin. I just recently stepped up to be the volunteer coordinator, and I'm also the chair of the community development committee.
See, I didn't know he was somebody I needed to be sucking up to. I didn't realize that if I wanted to be on
Please
these
don't.
shows, I had to. Man, you're so nice. That's a wonderful beard. Do you need
Thank
that
you.
brush?
Yes. I mean, honestly, if you want to, I love being pampered.
It's no time for romance. How long have you been with the ACA?
I joined the board about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Previous to that, I had been kind of around the ACA. After I got out of the Army in 2018, I moved down there. But then I was mostly just a fan, and I'd be there on the weekends. And then when 2020 happened, COVID, the building shut down, and I ended up getting involved in activism. And so I started with the George Floyd protests, going out and be one of those people in the streets. And then I found other avenues to do the activism. There was a group called Veterans for Equality I got involved with, where we'd show up and protect LGBT, drag, pride, those kind of marginalized community events. And I got a liking for the arguing with the bigots kind of stuff. And so kind of on the backside of that, I was looking to transition. I got older and my back hurt. And I was like, well, I wonder if I could bring what I learned in doing all that work with me to the ACA. And in fairly short order, they were like, we want you on the board. And I was like, well, I wanted to be a host. And they're like, we want you on the board.
You got the face for being a board member.
I have the face for board membership. Right. And no, like they were like, well, you can keep pursuing being a host or you can be on the board. And at that point, I started working with like committees, and I was running philosophy night for us. And looking at the work that I was doing, I was like, I'm in on the board. To me, this is something that I feel alive. I feel passionate about participating in creating space, creating community for people. And I'd rather steward this organization than just be, I love arguing and debate, but I think I could do a lot more good in this kind of position.
All right. Yeah, you can spread a lot of craziness. A lot of our atheist message.
If I'm lucky.
That's right. Well, that's the thing. You know, a lot of us out here are individual content creators working alone. We do it all. I do the editing. I do the sound. I do this.
Oh, yeah.
The people at the ACA have a luxury. They've got people in the background doing the work for them. Whenever I'm a host over there, I've been on the Truth Wanted 3 times now.
Yeah.
No, Truth Wanted twice and nonprofits once. And every time I'm on there, it's so luxurious. Because all I do is show up. I don't have to worry about this. Out of habit, I call out to the chat, you know, because that's just how I roll. But otherwise, I don't have to push any buttons. It's so wonderful.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's something like our production team and our CEO, Vern, and our executive producer, Greg, they put so many years of work into bringing in volunteers, cultivating talent so that we can bring people on. And it is, you don't need to be tech savvy to be on our show.
Right.
And we work really hard to make it available to anybody. If you have the talent and desire to be and join us on our shows, we want to be able to cultivate that without them having to be a tech expert. And so I know that's been a deliberative part of how they've built and structured things. So I'm glad you enjoy it. That's really great to hear.
I gotta say, it's okay. As somebody who has guests on my show,
sure, yeah,
it sucks. You never know what you're gonna get. Are they gonna be working off the last one I had?
Someone's got their iPhone.
Literally, it was
walking
an
around
iPhone,
their kitchen,
and I'm like, listen, you gotta stop. You're making us dizzy. So one of the good things about the Atheist or the ACA is that they usually prep them ahead of time. I was fortunate when they got. I guess they were lucky. When they got me, I already had a green screen. I had a full studio. They don't always have it.
No, we don't.
And I thought it was really impressive. They use the same program I use now, Video Ninja. And they were able to, when I first, now I'm an IT guy. I've been able to remote into computers since when people were first going, oh, wow, you can do that? I've been doing that. But when I popped in and they was using this software and they're like, oh, well, we'll change your microphone for you over here. I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, they were able to monitor all my stuff. It's wonderful. And what are your plans, man? Where are you going from here?
Right now, our big initiative is, like I mentioned, doing the street activism. And a lot of what I learned with doing that was networking and communicating and trying to create collaboration across organizations. So one of the reasons I set up our community development committee with another board member, Lee Gamble, he's actually a Canadian citizen. I wanted to work with him on partnering not just with U.S. nonprofits, but also international nonprofits. So I deal with more of the domestic side. He's dealing with more of the international side, because we're a weird organization in that, like, we have an international reach and fan base, but also we're this tiny little building in Austin with a small group of people. And so I want to bridge those gaps, and I want to partner with like one of the reasons I wanted to come here. I love meeting and all our wonderful hosts and talent, but also I'm here for all these other nonprofits because I want them to either be on our shows, partnering with us, and building out. It's been the atheist community of Austin forever, but the community was just at the building, and our fan base and our membership is all around the world, and that's the real community.
Yeah.
And the way we can do that as a nonprofit is helping boost other nonprofits.
Yeah.
And so right now I'm running down some things. We're actually going to be hosting Seth Andrews on the 29th of August. That was through a partnership with Will Judy, the Texas director of American Atheist. Hey, Will, thanks. And then also working with Genetically Modified Skeptic. And so, trying to do a lot of collaboration. I've stumbled into a couple of his videos over the last few years because through Will, we ended up at the Texas Capitol, and I'd never met him before, and he saw my ACA shirt, and I was like, yeah, I'm on the board, and we ended up just chatting, and that turned into us at the Capitol for about 24 hours trying to testify.
Oh, really?
And it was a great time. And from there, I've dog sat for him, and now we're talking a lot about partnerships. He's looking at working with some of the national organizations and finding ways to fit the ACA into that, but then also finding ways, how does the ACA help make this happen? Because we have this platform, to your point, we know how to do the tech stuff, and if we can help streamline that and be kind of like, if we could be the megaphone for atheism, that would be amazing. And that's my goal at the end of the day.
We've got so many of these disparate groups who all kind of, in a way, do the same thing. It's like they're all reinventing the wheel, not all of them, but it'd be sure nice to have them organized, come together. That's one of the things that Secular Rarity is working on.
Yeah.
He's bringing them together. I want to get on his website.
Actually, another one of our board members, Maria Stadler, she has been working with Secular Rising and Secular Rarity on like, how do they find sponsors, how do they find fundraisers and whatever. And so our people, we're trying to go out and help other people too, as best as we can. And so I'm really excited for the work that Secular Rising is doing, and anything we can do to help boost their signal, because that's the kind of stuff they're doing. They're wanting to do the work where you get out into the street and you talk to people and talk to churchgoers, go into churches, go into those spaces that often a lot of atheists feel really intimidated by, or like they've been to church and they've been yelled at, they've been screamed at, or you walk into spaces and the only thing they've heard about an atheist is that we eat babies and worship Satan.
Right.
And so atheists don't want to go there, but we need to be in those spaces, because the only way we're going to change minds is by talking to people. They have to hear about us. They have to hear the arguments. They have to deconstruct and have those conversations. And sometimes people get cranky and hostile. My first experiences were, it's unique for me coming back to NaNoCon, because I started this up in Clarksville Atheist back in 2016, working with Patrick Horst. And we, at the time, like a lot of atheist groups, we'd just set up a tent in the local park and just have conversations, oftentimes get yelled at. But that's how it all started. And then he got involved with NaNoCon and dragged me along back in 2018. So this is a bit of a homecoming for me. It's really neat to be back here in a space. I remember when the first years we did it, it was just in this tiny little high school. And everyone was like cramped in there. I accidentally tried to give orders to Anthony Magnabosco.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he was so kind about it. I still get embarrassed about it, but it's a funny story that like it was my first time being a volunteer coordinator. So it's the day of the convention. Showed up at like 5 or 6 in the morning, and I had all of the volunteers there. And as soon as we unlocked the doors, I was like, hey, you over there, hey, I need these chairs going, whatever. And then this really kind and friendly bald man walked over and he's like, hey, so I don't mind doing this, but do the other hosts and speakers have to do like setup and stuff? And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. No, you're good. Go find the green room.
That was
you're
wonderful.
Fine.
I saw him walking by and I recognized him because, I've been a fan for quite a while. I'm a really aggressive debater. I get passionate.
Yeah.
But I know that if I want to be more effective, I have to bring in some control and some calm. And that's one of the things I've been studying, history of epistemology.
Yeah.
To try to get a better feel of to be better.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a message I want to get out, and yelling at people and pointing at them doesn't help. I like to go, Jesus wasn't sacrificed for you. I just like to go right to the gut of the matter. I need to be more.
I was going to say in the Army, it's the knife hand.
The knife hand.
Yeah. is you're not allowed to point.
No pointing. Yes, we were just talking about that earlier. In America, we usually go, like me. In China, they point at their nose. It's like you'll see Jackie Chan in the Kung Fu movie. I'm going to kick your ass, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna wrap up. Say thank you for this.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
I appreciate you. I'm going to be on a panel here in just a few minutes. I've been sweating my ass off this morning. I'm going to go and
Awesome.
change into some good clothes.
It's such
for
a
this
pleasure,
panel.
man.
Man, you're
Look
awesome.
forward to
I
it. You
appreciate
too.
And the work you do is
Thank
so
you.
important. So important. Thank you. Don't
Appreciate
steal my
it.
microphone. Everybody's been trying to steal with all these atheists with microphones. Yeah. Thank you.
How you like 6'2" or
I
something?
am 6'3".
Okay,
I'm
okay.
6'3", almost 6'4", in fact, nearly.
I'm
When I was young,
5'4".
I would tell people I was 6'4".
Okay.
Yeah, but
I'm 5'4".
She little.
I'm 5'4". I'm like a midget.
This is well, I'll let you introduce yourself, Miss Kelly King.
Hi everybody, my name is Kelly King, and I'm known as the
Detroit Queen Atheist.
Detroit Atheist Queen.
Detroit Atheist Queen. No pressure though.
Detroit Atheist Queen. Yeah, that's my name.
She has been fantastic. She is with the Black Non-Believers, wonderful group, and the Troublemakers, of course. I met her a couple of weeks ago. Powerful, wonderful hugger, very good hugs. And she is here representing them over there. She's got a booth. What is that?
Black Non-Believers booth.
Yeah, right over there.
Across the street, yeah.
And so I've been trying to get over and steal some of their swag, but they keep somebody over there all the time.
No, still, you gotta pay. You gotta pay for it. Pay. You gotta pay.
Yeah, that's right. Got to pay for it. So I thought I'd ask her over here, see if you want to tell us how things are going. Is this your first NaNoCon?
This is my first NaNoCon. I've enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
I met a lot of people. I was able to reconnect with some people that I met at the Ark Encounter. I was able to sit in Arden's panel and the Humanist panel. And I didn't know much about Dr. Richmond. Remarkable professor, advocate, trans woman. Oh man, it was So you very knowledgeable, and I'm like, man, that was. But then you find out different because I have a child that's non-binary, so I want to be supportive. To find out the means, and themselves are too afraid to find resources. So it's me trying to find things they can do to question, and I'm finding different places to go that I can find help for myself to help them. It's really resourceful. But we need places like this to help.
And she's done a great job of networking. I mean, she's only been in this for a month now. I mean, she's just got started. She's everywhere. She's doing.
Well, I've been in part of Black Non-Believers for like 3 years.
But you just
going on
started doing
3.
the cons, right?
Yeah, this is really, yeah, well, I did Dragon Con, which was last year.
Okay.
I basically just kept in my local community because I'm a little shy in a sense. And I'm my worst enemy, my worst critic. So I'm thinking that I wasn't going to be, how can I put it, welcomed.
Yes. Gotcha.
Because some people have been in it so long that they have their own community, their own group. So I didn't want to intrude, as I should say.
But you've had a good time here at NaNoCon.
Oh yeah, I really.
I know, this has been wonderful. We have got to meet so many great people here. Of course, Kelly, and then there's I got to interview Dan Barker here.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So it's been wonderful. And I want to thank you for giving me a little bit
Oh,
of time.
no
to
problem.
chat
No.
I'm going to be heading out. I'm going to grab people as I can and get more interviews.
Yeah.
But I can't stay the whole time. I gotta
Yeah, I'm lucky. I get to stay. I'm leaving Monday afternoonish.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you're out of Scotland, right?
I'm the Detroit Atheist Queen.
Oh. I knew that. It's up there though, Detroit. Yeah. So you're not close.
No, it's about an hour flight. So it's not a long flight, whatever. So hopefully we can reconnect again. It's going to be other things going on that I'm going to try to participate and things. Anything to get out of going to work, doing something that I love doing.
Yeah.
I'm up for it.
I love getting out of work too.
But I thought damn was your job. So that's
yeah, that's all I got. Yeah.
so you.
So in other words, I don't make any
So
money.
tell you never get out of it. You never get out of it because you're actually doing damn work right now.
I'm doing the work right now. Yeah, it's fantastic.
What the damn?
I've really enjoyed it. This has been fantastic. I want to get Arden over here.
Is this your first one?
Yes.
Is this first
Are
one?
you
Yeah.
interview? You got a minute to sit with me? Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. Get out your way. Oh, no problem. No, baby. Yeah.
You know, and this is presuming that trans people are going to be the same as men in sport performance, and I don't think that is well founded either.
I don't either. No.
No, I mean, in the Olympics, until, you know, they recently, because they're coming to the U.S., banned trans women because they wanted funding from Trump. But the last 20 years, we've been allowed to compete. And you know how many trans women have even gotten close to...
Oh, I see.
Or are these...
I think it's... I don't know. I think...
Is this going to this? I don't know.
Yeah, it's all...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Out of 20 years, one trans woman has gotten into the Olympics. It was in weightlifting in Tokyo 2020. She got in 11th place. She didn't even complete 2 of her lifts, meaning 10 cisgender women, biological women, whatever you want to call them, beat out a trans woman. If we were really going to just destroy women's sports because we're so much better, I think we would have seen some evidence of that by now.
Yeah. There was one article where it comes out and they're like, I saw it on Fox or something like that. It's like trans person beats 1,500 women in this race. It didn't actually tell you that she lost to 2,200 people.
Yeah.
You know, she just came in the middle of the race somewhere, but they make it sound like she's some sort of villain. And
like superhuman too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, she just dominated all. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure that race was open, so like men and women can compete. So there's not even like she was denying an opportunity to women. Like it's very. I mean, their whole thing relies on misinformation or the stray story of the one time a trans woman won to be like, see, this is what we've been telling you about. And it's like, you're not counting the hundreds of times that trans people, listen, I'm going to tell you guys a secret about the queer community. We're usually not very good at sports. Most of us like theater or video games or something, right? The one time one of us wins, all of a sudden it's an epidemic.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the deal. It's such a small group of people, and then on top of, all right, so wait, they're not there to win? They're there to win.
Right.
And if they actually do win, then they're vilified.
Yeah.
You cannot win in that situation.
It's frustrating. I've seen a lot of the activism from cis people in an attempt to be like, oh, see, trans people aren't dominating sports, has been to point to how often we lose. And I'm like, but I hate that too, because why should trans people have to, like, should we try to lose? Is that what the future is? That we should not try our hardest because losing is better? That doesn't seem good for anyone either.
It doesn't. And these people out there who's so small-minded, who think that person went and did the sexual reorientation surgery. I'm sorry, I'm not saying it.
You're good. It's
oh
fine.
my goodness. I always say these things. But they had that surgery and went through all of that just so they could win at sports.
Yeah.
Have you heard that? That's just stupid. I mean, they couldn't win in real men's lifting, so they got a sex change. I know that's not true.
No, it's all right.
Sexual reassignment.
Whatever.
Anyway,
That sex change is what they're saying, and so I think it's fine to talk about it like that.
I was corrected when I first started my morning show by a trans person, and I just really don't want to offend anyone.
I always try to meet. I think if your heart's in the right place, then gentle corrections. You know, it's fine. I know what you're trying to say, and I think it's interesting too because when it comes to like Leah Thomas, the University of Pennsylvania swimmer, right? They talk about how, like, oh, she was a really bad male swimmer. What they don't talk about is that a good portion of the time where she was performing poorly as a male swimmer, she was actually in the process of transitioning. She was getting hormone therapy so that she could eventually qualify to compete with the women. And she actually did really well before that in the men's division. And then as she transitioned and the hormones affected her muscle composition, she started to perform worse. And they were like, see, this bad male swimmer. But it's so dishonest because they don't tell you that part of the reason she started performing poorly is because of the hormonal transition she was going through.
So let me ask you real quick while I've got you. What do you feel about this? I feel it's just shameful where they have taken and they're forcing these people off their medications. The U.S. government, okay, the right-wing MAGA pieces of shit, pardon me, I'm sorry, are literally trying
I don't need an apology.
to force people to detransition. And I find that to be just hideous. How they would go and do that. Through the VA. My wife works in the VA.
Yep.
And they're denying them their medical care, or they're firing people like Dr. Pink.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, even if even if all the things they say were true, should not adults have the freedom to live their lives and present themselves exactly however they want? But furthermore, it is evidence-based healthcare, and the risk of not doing it is also very severe. I saw one article come out recently that was trying to say that completed suicide isn't different when you deny them transition, just attempted suicide. As if attempting suicide doesn't have repercussions that can be lifelong. It's still not good even if they're failing to complete their suicides. Because I think ultimately all of us want to live. We want to be able to be ourselves. And, so it's just, I don't know, every domain in which they try to swing at this, it's just heartless, dehumanizing, not rooted in science or fact, reliant on stray anomalies, and framing that as if that is the standard. It's dishonest all the way through. It's very sad.
Cruelty is the point.
Cruelty is, in fact, the point.
We've been seeing that with this right-wing demographic of people. I want to say that I've come to the position in my life where I don't think a right-wing political party should ever be allowed to rule a country. We've seen every time they do what happens, people die. When we talk about what has happened, I'm going to use some numbers here. When we talk about Elon Musk stopped cutting off the financing for USAID, we're talking 10 million people over the next 6 years that will die from that. These are numbers that are larger than Hitler in killing Jews in World War II, and nobody bats an eye that Elon Musk did it by cutting the funds because there are poor people over in Africa.
Yeah.
Nobody seems to care. But everything these people do is with cruelty and hate in their heart. And then now they've got this where they're just this broad stroke of hurting as many people as they can. They want to get it out to where we're all liked. You notice that?
Yeah.
And then white, het, cis, if you're not any of those things.
Normal.
I have to say, I am cis. I'm het. I am not normal. I am far from normal. Yeah. Thank you. I want to say thank you for spending some time with me. You're wonderful.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And I want to get you to come on the Atheist Morning Show.
I'll be happy.
Hound you until we do it.
I will be ready. I'm so excited. Awesome.
All right, give me my mic back. People have been trying to steal that all day.
I got you.
Thank you. Look who I found wandering around NaNoCon. It's like we're twins.
We are twinning today.
We are twinning.
We got the blue,
yes.
We got the olive.
We do.
Rocking it.
That's right. Matching underwear. We even talked about
We checked.
This is my bud, Darante
Yes.
Lamar. If you're not familiar with him, he used to be one of our co-hosts on the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Man got so busy. His channel just blew up with all the knowledge that he drops. Man, the videos you drop.
Man.
I mean, goodness gracious. This man.
It's a lot of them.
When I met him, he had like 6,000 subscribers.
That's crazy.
And he's up to 56, right? 56,000, so 56 in like 6 months.
That's
nothing that had to do with anything with me or none of that business. This man is a workaholic. He's like addicted to work. He like shoots work. What the hell happened to my arm? He does.
I do.
Nothing about work. I just want to say thank you for giving me a moment. I want to ask
Absolutely.
you, what do you think about NaNoCon so far?
Oh man, it's been amazing. The Godless Gospel last night was mind blowing. The comedy show was incredible.
You were fantastic.
Oh, man,
I was
thank you.
jealous. I was so jealous. This man, all these years of public speaking, you got on me, man. I'll get you one of you.
Man.
I'll get you one of you. I got up there and I'm like, by the time she told me it was 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh,
I've been up since 2 o'clock in the
That's
morning.
right. Yes.
Yeah, I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning. I
Man.
sat there for 3.5 hours before I got up. I was exhausted, dude.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know if you noticed, but as soon as I was done, I left. I went to my room.
No, trust me.
I was gone.
Trust me, I don't know if you noticed, but I missed my panel this morning.
I noticed
because I was asleep.
Were you asleep?
Because I before I came, I stayed up to like 1 o'clock in the morning finishing my notes because I had an extra thing that was added to me.
Oh.
And so I had to build out my notes, and so I stayed up to 1 in the morning and then left my house at 6. So I was going on 5 hours of sleep.
Really?
And then I stayed up a little late last night hanging out with the crew. And then out of everything, I'm neurospicy, y'all. So I live and breathe by my phone. My fucking charger died.
No.
So no alarm this morning.
No.
So I woke up in a very bad mood. If you would have saw me like this morning, you wouldn't have liked it. You were like, Darante's a jackass.
I want to show y'all, in case you're here, I want to show y'all a Facebook message I sent just a little while ago.
Yes.
It was to Darante going, hey man, you're supposed to be here.
Yeah, like,
you missed a talk.
I was knocked out.
People were asking, where's Darante? I'm like, he's off cocaine and hookers. What do you think with that?
Bro, like I was I was not happy when I got up. I was not, because I was like, what is going on? My alarm works. What's wrong?
Right.
And then my phone was dead, and so then I completely stopped thinking about the conference at that moment. Because like my phone is dead. That means I don't know who's messaged me. I don't know what my emails are. I don't know what I've missed. I was spiraling until I could get to Dollar General and get another charger.
Oh man, your charger just died on you.
Like,
damn.
Yes.
Oh, that's something else. So you couldn't even use you were at home. Okay, so that wasn't bad, right? You were
No, this was this morning.
Oh, this was here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You didn't have your navigation system or none of that shit to go find the place to buy a new charger. You had to do it the old way.
Yes.
I don't envy you that, man.
No, man. I was not happy.
Not at all.
Not happy.
What do you think? Now you're from Alabama, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is all kind of normal for you. This is the territory, the country.
Oh,
the
yeah.
countryside. Let me ask you: do you guys have basements?
In northern Alabama, we do, but where I live, we do not.
You do not.
Except if you live like in really the whoop-de-whoop.
Right.
I live whoop-de-whoop less.
Okay.
Yeah.
I noticed here and in Kentucky, whenever I was in Kentucky, both places, it doesn't matter. Every freaking house has got a basement. If it's a shitty little shack like you would see from like the Beverly Hillbillies, on the side, look, and it's got a freaking basement.
Well, see, now that you say that, I think I know why now. I think it's the mountains.
Yeah.
Because in lower Alabama, we don't have as many mountains. Yeah. And so, like, but like when I lived in Anniston, when I lived in Birmingham, every house we went to had a basement.
Right. Well, one of the things when you're driving down the road here, the road is lifted, and then it goes off, and then it goes down like that, and you'll see a house right there, and you'll see from the front of the house, you don't see the basement.
Oh,
but it's so hilly, like you said, that he goes down, and you see the curve of the basement.
Yeah, it's so hilly. Like there was one point when I was coming in where I'm looking at the road ahead of me, and I'm not sure that there's more road ahead of me. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, that looks like a drop off.
Yeah. I'm from New Mexico. West Texas is all flat.
Yeah.
This is all different from me. And I pop outside and the humidity hits me and I start crying. My hair goes, whoo! So you've had a good time. This is your first NaNoCon.
This is my first NaNoCon.
Where are you going next, man?
I don't know.
You don't know? You're not going to be in BajaCon? Are you going to be in BajaCon? Canada.
I'm on the wait list for BajaCon.
Okay.
I'm on the wait list.
Gotcha.
Unless I've been at it and I don't know.
And you don't know.
And that happens a lot for some reason.
It does. With the Ark Encounter protest, he was supposed to be there with us in the Ark Encounter protest. I'm like, hey man, you want to come? He's like, I'll come. I'm like, all right. And I tell the organizers, hey man, he's going to come.
Yep.
And that was it. They never got with him.
That literally it.
They're like, where's Darante? I'm like, I don't know. What, am I supposed to do this? No, I'm not the organizer. I'm just the guy,
But you know what was funny? Like literally because of that, I reached out to the people organizing this one, and I was like, hey, is there anything that y'all need me to confirm before we come? And they were like, oh, now that you mention it. And I was like, well, damn. So I was actually grateful for that moment because likely if I wouldn't have reached out, I probably wouldn't have made it to this one either.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Good. That's glad.
If it doesn't get confirmed on my calendar and I have the details, I ain't showing up.
No doubt. I understand.
I'm black in America. I can't be showing up in the middle of Tennessee and not knowing where the hell I'm going.
Well, did you hear my story about what Joe the Kentucky Atheist did to me? Did
Yes!
That was not a lie. He really sent me to the wrong house and said, come on in.
Bro, like, I felt so relieved when you said that story. I said, I'm so glad I didn't go.
Yeah, no.
You almost got shot. I would have
You would have got
shot.
shot. Yeah, you're like, I'm going to knock on the door. Yeah. Well, I thank you for spending some time with me and letting me interview you. You're wonderful, man. I miss you. I miss having you on the show.
Man, we got to get back together soon.
We do. Me and Ryan, we're holding it down.
Y'all are. I'll be dropping in.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be dropping in. I can't jump in live, but, like, I catch the after show, and, like, man, I love y'all.
Yeah,
I
you're
love y'all.
fantastic. Thank you.
Man.
Did Darnea not come?
She did not. It's just me this time. I'm solo dolo.
Tell her she missed out on so many hugs.
Yes.
So many hugs, Darnea.
That's
so
right.
many hugs. Thank you.
Absolutely, man.
I'm going to let you go. It's almost time for me to go. I got to leave.
Oh, man.
I'm not here tonight.
So you're heading back to Mexico?
Heading back tonight,
yeah.
Let's go here. All right. Hello, everybody. I have got the wonderful Mandisa. look at this from the Black Non-Believers.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Thank you for
Here in
joining me.
I mean, we've seen each other a few
I
times.
know. You were
month.
there for, yeah. I know. You're best hugger. One of the best huggers in the whole place.
Thank you.
When I came to Comic-Con, this NaNoCon, I was like, I can't wait to get there and get my hugs. Yes. What do you think about the NaNoCon? Is this your first NaNoCon?
It is not.
It is not.
I have been participating in NaNoCon since 2017.
Wow, you're a repeat offender.
And yes, absolutely. It's one of my favorite conferences to attend.
Is it? I can see why.
And yes, it's fantastic. And I've gotten to know so many people here, so many of colleagues in the community, and we really just have a good time here. It's such a great format. The panel discussions are fantastic.
They are.
And just the support that people feel like they get here is just so great. And I really, really enjoy the camaraderie and everything. So it's always just a great place.
It is. Now you're one of the co-founders of the Black Non-Believers, right?
I am the founder.
Oh, you're the
and
founder.
president.
You're the founder.
I
and
am
president.
I am the founder and president.
So
yes.
if you're now, of course, you're not just for Black people.
Of
I'm sure you let
course.
it, but you should go follow and go subscribe and join and support the Black Non-Believers, especially if you are a person of color.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, unity, strength and unity. Just really.
Yes.
So again, you've been doing this for a while. Who is your favorite person to visit with this weekend? Say Chris.
Yeah.
It
has been Chris.
There you go. No, kidding aside. I mean, I got to meet like Dan Barker. I got to interview him. I got to even sign my books. What about you? Did you get to meet like Seth Andrews or any of that business?
Well, I've interviewed with Seth before. Seth is a longtime collaborator. I've interviewed with him twice. Of course, I worked with Dan Barker on Godless Gospel. And did you see the performance last night?
No, I did not. And here's why. Let me tell you. So many people were excited to see my stand-up.
Yes, which was great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I've been up since 2:00 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
And then she told us we thought we were going to be doing the stand-up at 6, and it turned up being 9:30 before I got up on the stage. I was exhausted. I forgot half my set.
Yeah.
I really. Robin, do you need your chair? Do you mind? We'll get you. You're okay. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yes, it did run a little later than we thought, and I was up around the same time, but and so having to drive up from Atlanta, pick up some folks from the airport, rehearse. It had been a very long day as well, but the folks came back for Godless Gospel and we had a blast.
Oh, that was see, I wish I'd have made that. Now, did they record it?
They did,
Okay, good.
and also we did one of the songs before the lunch break.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
yeah, and then
right,
I think
good.
we're going to be doing another one, either this evening or sometime tomorrow. So we're going to be doing at least one more as an ensemble. So yeah, it's just been it's been fantastic working with Dan, Cynthia, Candace Gorham.
I don't think I've met her.
Candace Gorham, yes, she's the board president for the American Humans Association, and she also wrote the Ebony Exodus project. She's a longtime collaborator with BN, longtime. She's also a sister, so she feels like a sister to me. So yeah, I think what's been great about all of this is just seeing some of everyone whom I've come to work with and know, and some of the new folks, right? Yeah. There are some folks I've never met. Greg James in person from the ACA.
I know he normally doesn't get out, and all of a sudden here he is.
Yeah, and so I think it's just fantastic to just again see people I've seen over the years, and to see some folks for the first time who, they may recognize me from different shows. They may recognize me from your show. And so it's just been fantastic to just see I don't have a favorite person.
I see.
My favorite part has just been everything. It really, really has. And so getting to sing for everyone, getting to just be in this space, hopefully getting people to support the work we do. We've had folks purchase some merchandise, which has been great.
That's great.
And they've been purchasing our new shirts.
Jesus was thrown under the bus.
So
that God could get clout.
Yeah.
Hey, that's true, huh?
Yeah. And that's a real quote from Edith Gray, our co-host for In the Cut. So yes, we had to turn that into a shirt.
Oh,
but yes.
So I know you've probably told me this before. Tell me again, what got you into this?
So what really got me started with Black Non-Believers was when I re-identified or really came to my atheist identity back in 2010,
Okay.
I had folks coming to me saying that they didn't believe either. And also, I went looking for a community in the Atlanta area to meet in person. And so I had spoken with someone who I connected with online, another Black atheist, and they told me about, their experiences in being in predominantly white spaces. Not that it was intentionally discomforting, but there are some nuances that seem to be missed on a lot of people. And so when I went to my first meetup, I mean, it was great to be in a space with other non-believers, but we also experienced those same challenges. And so it was with that we were just like, you know what? I actually spoke with the only other Black atheist at that meetup. And I said, there has to be more of us out here. We're in the Atlanta area. Very, very heavily populated Black city. There has to be more Black folks who are questioning, who don't believe, and perhaps they just may not know where to go. And so that's where we got started locally as Black non-believers of Atlanta, and then we expanded as a national organization. So it was from there that we started finding more people. We started connecting with other leaders within the within the movement. And it was from there that things just took off. We just, hey, no, I'm sorry, just doing an interview right now. Just doing an interview right now.
What's that?
Yeah, just keep going straight. Yep. So yeah, it was just from there that it just grew. And the folks kept finding us. We again just really strengthened our relationships with other folks in the community, with other organizations, and just being there and showing up, showing that we were collaborative with our work and our building. And so there's where we are. I mean, there's been a few ups and downs, but it's been through that we've remained dedicated to this work. And so I'm really, really happy about that.
One of the things I've been wondering is that with the Black community, they tend to be very deeply spiritual and religious. They take it very seriously. I'm wondering, have you faced a lot of pushback?
There has been some.
I mean, do they treat you like a traitor?
Well, interestingly enough, in 2015, and that was 10 years ago, there was one woman who actually, she exemplified everything that you said. There was an atheist conference for Atheist Alliance of America in Atlanta. There was also a Women of Color in Ministries conference that was taking place at the same hotel, as well as another multi-level marketing conference. And we actually had some good discussions with some of the other Black women there, but this one woman in particular, she took a look at our table and she was just so incensed. She was giving me that nasty, she was giving me that nasty sister girl look.
Stank eye.
Yeah, stank eye, stank face. And so
This
when
whole
I was
face, not just
explaining,
an eye, whole face.
it was in her tone and everything. And so
I
I think because I spoke so confidently about the organization, it pissed her off even more.
Yeah.
And so when I told her that she didn't have to get nasty because she said atheism is just another religion, she said, well, I cannot believe that you as a Black woman have the nerve to identify as an atheist in front of these white devils. And she also said I had a slave mentality.
Isn't that weird that the person who literally has a slave mentality and is part of the flock oh my goodness.
So there's a huge there is a huge assumption that, as a Black atheist, that you're not just letting go of the religion, or you're not just getting rid of it. You're also you're not just rejecting the religion, you're rejecting your Black identity.
That's right.
Even though it is white evangelicalism that informed and the irony of that. So, but yes, there is a huge stigma that comes along with being a Black atheist and also the rare, being more of a challenge to find others and then even know where to start. So that is, even though we face it, I realized it was important for us to do something about it, and there was just no better way to do it than to just jump in. Gotcha. and get started and just having dialogue, and also just being out in the open in the public, because you never know who you're going to talk to, or who's going to identify and who has never thought about it before. And so that is just where it starts. And so, yeah, we definitely have to, and that's one of the things that we try to help people to understand, even in the secular spaces, because there are some people who are like, well, why does there need to be a Black non-believers?
Right.
Why does there need to be? I don't understand, like we're all just one community, or well, there are different communities and different demographics who face unique challenges.
They really do.
And so it is up to those of us who face it to be leading the charge to help, correct it and do the things to help improve it. So that is, and then of course we need the help of our allies and those who support. So yeah, it's been one heck of a ride, over the years. But
as somebody who enjoys almost every privilege because I'm white, and I'm not just white hetero. I'm white hetero tall. I've got all of
you got
stuff.
all the good bells and whistles going for you, Chris.
So for me, you are so brave. You, the Black people, the trans people, all of those people who don't have all those privileges, you're already on your back foot.
Yeah.
And here you are out here stepping up. I am so proud of you.
Thank
you. Are
you.
fantastic.
Thank
you. Thank you for sharing your time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me once again.
Yes. Let me tell you, I did this girl wrong. I did her so wrong. I had her on the show. Now, she went and debated Ken Holbrook. And when you debate people, you don't really win. There's not a win. There's kind of thing. I created a show. I had her on the show.
Oh, his people came out trolling.
Well, part of the reason why I think they did was because I titled the show Mandisa Destroys Ken Hovind. And they did not like that. She didn't destroy him. She didn't even try to destroy him. She went there and had a wonderful conversation, a debate. I am the one who stepped it up. And I saw people in the chat
they were
going
mad.
after you. And I was like, no, she didn't do that. I just let it drop, though. I'll apologize later.
No. Don't apologize. It was just funny to me. I was like, wow, the trolls came trolling.
They did not like that. They did not like it.
They did not. But I'm like, you know what? That's how you know you're doing something right.
That's right. Exactly.
That's how you know you're doing something right, when there are folks who come out swinging, and they were just like, no, she didn't say anything. And I mean, you could tell they didn't watch the debate. They were just mad because, you said what you said, or you titled it that way. And it's just like, what, hey.
I gotta say, I really feel like you went easy on me. Because there's this, and I, again, who I am, but there's this Black woman. You didn't just say that to me. I don't know how you do it with that. And I was just waiting for you to just snap on him and just show him.
I just laughed.
But no, you were so fantastic. Composure. Very good composure. I would have been yelling and pointing, you ignorant mother. Anyway, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to be leaving here shortly, so I'll try to get a hug from you.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to steal my microphone back because people have been trying to steal it.
There we go.
People have been trying to steal it all day long.
All right. Thank you.
I very much appreciate you. I'm going to hug you again.
Good seeing you again.
Nice seeing you again. We'll do it again.
Bye.
Bye,
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can totally do it. Ooh, sexy.
It is. All right, there we go. Thank you very much.
Okay, there we go.
So I have got Cynthia McDonald here from the Black Non-Believers. She is a wonderful person. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
That's wonderful. Have you been enjoying the con?
I have.
Is this your first one?
This is my first NaNoCon.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay. Now, how long have you been doing all this stuff?
Well, with Black Non-Believers. I was part of, I was starting to do things with Black Non-Believers, I want to say back in 2020.
Okay.
Like, we would do like podcasts together. That's when I first met Mandisa Thomas. She also came on the nonprofits a couple times, which is like, the one that I do with the ACA.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I think the first thing that she did was invite me to speak at the Women of Color Beyond Belief conference in Chicago in 2021. So I did that. And then from there, I met Dan Barker from the Freedom from Religion Foundation.
Fantastic.
He is the FFR, as we like to call them affectionately. And then that's when we started working on Godless Gospel together. And then after, some time in just doing like some more like content creation with Black Non-Believers, we resurrected the Chicago chapter. And now I'm the head affiliate leader for that. And we've been going on strong for the past, this is 25, so like 2 years, because we started back in January 2023.
You know, I was doing the Daily Atheist Morning Show, for those of you who know, and I had her on the show a couple times, and I went away.
Yeah.
And then I came back 5 years later, and you are everywhere. You're on the Black Non-Believer. You're on the, what was it? Is it the
Nonprofit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And just, I'm finding you. I'm like, oh, my goodness, look at Cynthia. You've done so much, and you've come so far. I'm very happy for you.
Thank
and
you.
I'm so glad you were able to make it to this thing.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Did you have a favorite experience here, or favorite panel that you got to watch? Which one was that?
Well, I got a chance
Chris
to watch
Mallard?
the Chris
No.
Mallard
Sorry.
panel. Yes, it was like the best
That was
thing
the best
ever,
one, of course, naturally.
ever in life.
But other than that one,
Well, I enjoyed the panel that Candace Gorham, Planned Parenthood, I believe Arden Hart was on.
Oh, yeah.
And then I forgot, unfortunately, I don't remember the last panelist that was actually speaking, but I was in that panel, and I really did enjoy the content on there, because Arden and the last one, who was like a retired professor, is also a trans activist. And I worked with transgender people in the past as a social worker, and I find that I sometimes feel like a little helpless now, because in this administration there's so many different attacks, laws that are coming out that is really causing problems as far as trans people being able to access healthcare, having resources, all the things, right?
Yeah.
And it was a lot easier when I was working with trans people. It wasn't really easy, but it was easier to find, different resources for them, because we didn't have people in government that was overtly trying to attack their very existence. So now it's okay, even though right now I'm still social work, but I work with seniors, right? So there's different set asides for them, but even that's being attacked because of the cuts to Medicaid, the cuts to Medicare, Social Security, all this stuff, right?
after all that singing about they're not going to cut Medicaid.
Right. Yeah. Oh, we're not going to cut Medicare. We're not going to cut Medicaid.
But they're not known for lying.
No,
Of
never.
course, yeah,
Ever. And then but you find it harder to be able to find other resources for people. And then, then I think about our trans, siblings, in the movement and beyond, and how their very existence is being threatened. And it's okay, if you don't have the wherewithal to be able to leave the country so that you can go to a place that's more amiable to your existence, what do? And I'm glad that they were talking about the community themselves coming together and creating resources, finding resources, partnering with other organizations, even creating community within ourselves. Even if you're not a trans person, you can still be an ally and hold space. And I was and that was something that really gave me all the feels. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for spending some time with me. I'm fixing to actually pack up and head out.
You
Time
are.
for me to go.
Yeah.
Thank you for being. I'm going to hug on you. Can I
That's
hug on
okay.
you? You're wonderful. Thank you for letting me.
Can I share real quick though?
Oh, please
So we're still tabling for Black Non-Believers, guys. So please go to our website at blacknonbelievers.org/donate so that we can continue to do this and the other activism work as well. And then check out the nonprofits. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Central is when we debut a new episode. And we have a whole host of hosts and panelists, and we talk about very important things that are that's really part of the community, and also be the change that you want to see.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, you're wonderful. I appreciate you. Goodness
Thank
gracious.
you, guys.
Now you
Bye.
be safe.